Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is a timeless message, and that means that whenever you find this video, that's when you're intended to see it. I'm going to begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box, as well as the pinned comment in the comment section. I've set the intentions of this reading to be for your Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any of those placements or any other placement that you regularly follow. If you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box below, as well as the pinned comment, you'll find a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that and just come back here and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Keep in mind, this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore it's possible messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, don't get upset. It just means that that message is intended for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. With all that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's see what your message is. We have rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. This card does show the rainbow, and most of you know that in tarot, especially in the original Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, the only card that actually depicts a rainbow is the Ten of Cups. So some of you are contemplating what your Ten of Cups is. You might already have it or be well on your way towards acquiring it for yourself. Ten of Cups is complete and total emotional fulfillment, and that could be in your professional life, personal, or even romantic. So let's see what Tarot has. Tell me more about these rainbow blessings here for the Aries collective and all Aries placements. What do they need to know about rainbow blessings? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Magician, followed by the Five of Swords, the High Priestess, and the Hangman. Wow, what a powerful combination there, the Magician to the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, we have Nine of Cups, the Lovers to the Empress, and that leaves Temperance to the Three of Cups to the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Aries, I feel that you are hoping, praying, manifesting, and even co-creating with the divine to either, for some of you, figure out or discover what your Nine of Cups truly is for you, what your total wish fulfillment is. For others of you, you're well on your way. Now, the Lover's card indicates a choice. For some of you, it's a choice in occupation, could be a choice in living environments, choice in friendships, family connections, maybe even romantic connections here. I feel for a lot of you, this has been very difficult. So what it is that you are hoping, praying, manifesting, wanting in your life, desiring in your life, comes at a cost. So I feel like you have been conflicted about this. Tell me more about the Five of Swords here. Now, this could be external or third party. And by that, what I mean is maybe the path that you want to take is something that your friends or your family members don't agree with. And that very well could be holding you back with the Five of Swords. For some of you, you're just internally conflicted. Tell me more about the Five of Swords here for Aries. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Tower, the Page of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Why is the Tower here? Yeah, I feel like if you move in this direction, it will be very shocking for a lot of people. Like if you stand your ground in this Seven of Wands energy, and the Minor Arcana card to the Fool card is the Page of Wands, which you have here. I feel like if you stand your ground and say, this is the direction I want to go in, I'm not only manifesting it, but I'm now actively working towards it after a period of not knowing what it is, now deciding what it is and making the choice to birth or rebirth my life in a new direction. I do feel like it comes as a Tower moment, at least to one other individual in your life, if not multiple people. So tell me more about the Tower here for Aries. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Tower, we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Four of Cups, and we have the World card. So moving in this direction, bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Cups, Three of Wands to the Star card. So you moving towards your wish fulfillment, whomever or whatever this is, will require you to reject something or someone else and shut the door on it. So moving in the direction of the job you want obviously means then giving your notice to your current employer and shutting the door on that chapter of your life or of your employment life. And that would leave someone here, your boss, right, feeling very, very rejected. Same thing if this is you're changing communities or you're deciding to no longer speak to a relative or a friend. For some of you, this very well could be leaving one lover for another with that Lover's card. But I see you moving towards your divine happiness, Empress to the Nine of Cups. So I feel like this is a time for you whenever you find this video. This message is telling you to chase that rainbow, because there clearly is a pot of gold there waiting for you at the end of it. You have identified who or what that is. So let's get some advice here for Aries, and we'll wrap up your reading for you. Advice for Aries. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Swords. Wow. Okay. Taking very decisive action, seeing things clearly, seeing your life clearly, and having a very honest and open communication with whomever this Six of Cups person or people are. Six of Cups for me would represent anyone that you have a soul bond, soul tie, or some type of soul contract with. So again, could be an employer, friends, your community, your neighbors, family members, possibly even a lover. But it's being very decisive and clear about what it is you want, the direction you want to go in, and then communicating that to this person or these people. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. Go for the gold, my friend. You have the Nine of Cups. You have the 10 of Pentacles. We saw the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So that Ace of Cups to the Nine of Cups would be 10 of Cups. You technically have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So I would say not to allow anything or anyone, and this could even be mindset on your part, you having have an open and honest conversation with yourself, maybe leaving behind thoughts or plans that you've had. You know, our life takes a variety of twists and turns during the course of our life. And at some point we shift, we change, right? So maybe this Six of Cups very well could be the path you intended for yourself, or maybe beliefs that you've had your entire life. And there could be a need here for you to have an open and honest conversation with yourself, like believing these things or holding on to these patterns, or again, whatever this is for you will not get me here. So in order to cross that bridge to get to my happily ever after, it requires me to have an open, honest conversation with myself and possibly with someone else or several other people. But that's what I have for you, Aries. This is your divine time whenever you see this reading to go for the gold, my friend. Your life is being blessed. And it's time that you stop holding yourself back or allowing others to hold you back from your wish fulfillment. That is what I have for you. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Aries, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. Let's see what your special message is. We have begin now. Take your first step. That is so odd, because I did your angel message, and for the past couple of weeks it was like, now is not the right time, like just prepare, now is not the right time. And then the last angel message I did for you for the week of January 19th was like, okay, it's ready, you know, it's go time, ready to go. And so ironic now that today we have the message of begin now, take your first step. Not quite full card energy for me, more like Page of Wands, that discovering what do I need to learn or know or acquire in order to take the first step. So let's see what this is all about. Remember, Taurus, this message is a timeless message. So whenever you find this message, that's exactly when it was intended for you to find it. Tell me more about begin now for Taurus and all Taurus placements. What do they need to know about begin now? For some of you, we've seen this in your private, like your professional sector. And for some of you, you've been at a job that you've just grown increasingly unhappy with. And you've been delaying making the move, or maybe even finding another job. And in that respect, this would be like, okay, the time to find that new job or that next place of employment is now. So tell me more about this begin now for Taurus and all Taurian placements. What do they need to know about begin now? One more shuffle. Thank you. I'm definitely getting Page of Wands energy, because the individual on the card is communicating with this other person about what direction to go in. So I do feel for some of you, this next step requires you acquiring information. It's the acquisition of information before taking the next step down the path. We have the Four of Pentacles, followed by the World card. Wow. And then the Fool. Okay, you just skipped right over the minor arcana card of the Fool, which is the Page of Wands, which is what I was referencing. You're just going to jump right into the Fool. Good for you. Shutting the world and a new beginning. This is so unique, and I think any tarot reader will tell you that, especially out of 3 cards. Not only when you have these 2 cards come out, but the succession that they come out in, because the World is the closure. It's the last card in the major arcana portion of tarot, and then the Fool card is literally the first card. It's card number 0. And then we have the Sun. Oh my Lanta. Bottom of the deck, we have Justice. Look at you. Boom. Tower. And then falling right into your Empress energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. The Empress is Venusian energy, and Venus rules both Libra, which we have here in the Justice card, as well as Taurus. So Taurus, you have been holding yourself back from starting new. Now, I don't know what this is for you. This could be you deciding that you want to let go of a pattern, or you want to change a habit, or you want to start a new creative project. Some of you, again, contemplating maybe leaving a place of employment, finding a new job, leaving a connection, whether it's platonic or romantic, right? Whether it's with a friend, family member, lover. Some of you taking your first step to maybe move, find your own place of residency, change your place of residency. There's something here you've been holding yourself back from, but the divine is clearly telling you it's time to shut the door on it. Like you need to, not that you have the divine gift of free will, but the message here is in order for you to move forward towards this beautiful energy, and I'm definitely going to clarify that Justice to the Tower for you, it requires you to put an end to holding yourself back. And once you do that, I mean, look like literally the minute you take that step. Now, I'm not telling you this is going to be easy. As someone who has lived 5 decades on this planet, I've had many Fool card moments in my life, taking a new step in a new direction, and it's never easy. But I will tell you from experience, it has always been worth it. And here in the cards, it's clearly telling you that, because once you take that next step, you're opening the door to literally the Disneyland of tarot. This is 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. Now, what you don't see coming is the moment you take that step, part of the process for you will be Justice to the Tower to the Empress. So this Tower, whether it's a positive or negative one for you, really puts you in the driver's seat of your life. You've been holding yourself back for far too long, Taurus, playing it too small. Again, allowing a situation, environment, or connection to hold you back from really coming into your power and having the life that you truly want. Page of Pentacles would be a card of inquiry, my Lord, and then literally followed right by the 10 of Cups. So let's see what you've been holding yourself back from. Tell me more about the 4 of Pentacles here for Taurus. Tell me more about the 4 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Pentacles. So for some of you, it has been financial. For others of you, you've been holding yourself back because the next step requires you to leave someone behind out in the cold. 5 of Pentacles. And it, again, could be a friend, family member, lover, place of employment, community. Take it how it resonates to you. But some of you don't want to trigger that feeling of abandonment. For others of you, sometimes I see 4 of Pentacles to the 5 of Pentacles. You know, collectively, they add up to 9 of Pentacles. So some of you have been holding back from becoming independent of whatever the situation, environment, or connection is. And we know change isn't easy for the Taurian collective, but for the group of you I'm speaking to, not only are you taking it, you're taking it with full force and literally putting yourself on the path to happiness. This is a group of Taurians or Taurian placements that are about to time jump. Now, I don't know what the timing is for you. I'll see what tarot reveals. But when you make this move, you are literally shifting your life in such a way that you're drastically changing it. And therefore, you are timeline jumping, getting off of the trajectory or the path you've been on and creating something entirely new, beautifully abundant for yourself. Clarify that 4 of Pentacles, please, for Taurus. What do they need to know about the 4 of Pentacles? And again, could be a mindset, could be a habit. Tell me more about this 4 of Pentacles. Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. 4 of Pentacles, clarified by 9 of Cups, more singular energy. The Death card, and the Ace of Wands. You have been holding yourself back from chasing your wish fulfillment, holding yourself back from transforming your life, holding yourself back from having a passionate new beginning elsewhere. Again, in whatever situation and environment or connection you're leaving behind, you've been holding yourself back from having that new somewhere else or with someone else. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. So tell me more about the Tower, because when you do this, it will trigger a tower. I feel like it's a good tower for you, my Lord. Sun to the Tower is almost like instant happiness. But for some of you, that Justice to the Tower, I mean, it's karmic justice, it's karmic balance. But I do feel you're leaving someone or something out in the cold, or that's the potential if you do this. I still don't think that will hold you back. Tell me more about the Tower here. For Taurus, what do they need to know about the Tower? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Four of Cups. Yep, that's exactly what I was feeling. The Devil. And the King of Swords. Very decisively cutting out someone or something that either has left you feeling rejected for quite some time. Definitely a person, place, or thing that you deem to be toxic. I mean, you're seeing it very clearly now. So when you depart from, let's say, this job or community, again, friend, family member, lover, you're departing because you're seeing them clearly as the devil. However, the karmic justice comes into play that the neglect you felt in that situation, environment, or connection, that individual will be experiencing. And that may be why you've been delaying this. Maybe some of you still has mercy on this job. You know, a lot of people, and I've had this in my life, where I really loved the job. I just disliked who I worked for. You know, maybe I found them to be immoral, or, you know, to make decisions that I felt were not beneficial to the company at large, or to their employees or their clients. Sometimes I felt compromised having to work with or work for unscrupulous individuals. So, you know, have they been making you feel Four of Cups for quite some time? Yes. But once you set this path of like, okay, I'm leaving this job, I'm going to find another job, you sure as crap do. I mean, you find it like that. Of course you are. You're a Taurus. You're the backbone of the zodiac for a reason. When you move in that direction, does that place of employment miss you or feel rejected by you? Absolutely. Absolutely. But that is the karmic justice. That's the price they had to pay. To not treat an employee such as yourself the way they should have will eventually leave them without that employee. And that's, you know, is it a loss to the company? Absolutely. But it's also a detriment for you to continue to exist in an environment that's treating you, the devil to the Four of Cups. So yeah, that was the feeling I had, was that there would be karmic justice. And same thing if, you know, this King of Swords, the devil, the Four of Cups, that could be a person, place, thing, like I said, community. Will they feel the pinch when you walk away? Yeah, sure thing. But are you walking towards something better? Absolutely. King of Cups, and you're doing it with an enormous amount of unconditional love for self, because that's what the King and Queen of Cups, that's what they possess, unconditional love for self. And it's only when they love themselves unconditionally that they're capable of sharing that love with someone else. So let's get some advice for you, Taurus. Not that I think you need it. I think you've done everything by the book, which is very Taurian, but clearly about to timeline jump. So let's get some advice here for Taurus and all Taurian placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. And the cat toy just started going off by itself. My cat is downstairs sleeping. So yeah, Taurus, it's go time. Even the ghost here in my 1860 Victorian home are agreeing with you. Wow. Your advice, Knight of Swords, followed by the Two of Wands. Oh my God, and the Six of Cups. Set your course, my love. I think that you will have the support of friends and family. If not, when you're out on this new expedition, right, on this new journey, and you're moving quickly towards it, I do believe that many of you are. I think you find a whole host of new soul contracts just waiting for you, people on your path. So your advice here is to speak your truth into existence, move forward, plan very carefully. The Two of Wands is a card of planning, right? This individual is looking out into the world. They are leaving behind something of the old Ace of Wands, leaving behind the old Ace of Wands and holding on to the new Ace of Wands, the new adventure, the new excited project, or again, environment, situation, I like this for you a lot. The world is your oyster, Taurus, and the quicker you move towards it is the advice here. The quicker you move towards it, the quicker you'll be happy also, because Six of Cups for me is a card of happiness. Bottom of the deck, talk about moving fast. Chariot. Yeah, it's go time. You know, they say strike when the iron's hot. Whenever you see this video, it's time to strike. That is what I have for you, Taurus. I really, really love this message. I know a lot of you have been going through it. You've been going through it quietly, because many of you don't talk to a lot of people. Not that you don't have a lot of people, but you're very private. I know this. My best friend is a Taurus, and there's things he tells me like 5 weeks after it happens, and I'm like, oh my God, Kyle, why didn't you tell me? He's like, well, I didn't want to bother you. So I get that. And so I think whatever this is that you've been contemplating leaving behind, maybe you've spoken to 1 or 2 people about it, but it's not like you're, you know, putting it on social media and letting everyone know my job sucks, my relationship sucks, my neighborhood sucks. Like, I think you've been very demure in all of this, of course, the Taurian way. But yeah, when you make this move, it's really going to it will really shock a lot of people, particularly whomever you're leaving behind. But you're ready. You're definitely ready to do this move now, Taurus. And what's waiting for you is 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. And I love that for the Taurian collective very, very much. This is your timeless message, Taurus. If you're contemplating what to do, the divine is clearly telling you to begin now. Take your first step towards happiness. You deserve it. That is what I have for you, Taurus. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Taurus, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. Let's see what our timeless message is. We have impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. Interesting. I think that angel message I did for you for the week of January 19th, 2025 said the same thing. I think there was a time to reflect and reassess. So there's definitely, you're at an impasse. There's like a fork in the road. Some of you could feel blocked, like you're at a cul-de-sac. But if you reflect and redirect your energy, you'll find a way through it, over it, or under it. So tell me more about impasse here for the Gemini collective. Definitely a direction you want to take. Some of you might be feeling a little lost or confused, or like, how do I begin? Where do I begin? If you know a Taurus, you might want to talk to a Taurus, because they clearly have figured it out. They're ready to take that next step. So let's see what we have for you, Gemini. Bottom of the deck, we have 9 of Cups. So some of you are struggling at the time of this reading, or at the time that you're seeing this reading, to either identify your 9 of Cups, which is sort of the issue that Aries has had, but also how to move towards it. Tell me more about impasse here for the Gemini collective. What do they need to know about impasse for Gemini collective and all Gemini placements? One more shuffle now. Thank you. First card, we have the Hermit, the 4 of Cups, the 2 of Pentacles, lots of stuck energy, and the Queen of Cups. Lots of stuck energy, doing a lot of soul searching at this time about how do I move forward. Opportunities are coming to you, because the Ace of Cups is what's offered in the 4 of Cups, but this person is just not happy, or not enthused, or not excited enough, not interested enough to even look at the Ace of Cups. 2 of Pentacles, very undecided, very stuck energy. The Queen of Pentacles knowing, you know, she wants to move forward with great love in their heart, but again, unsure of the direction to take. Bottom of the deck, we have Knight of Swords, Judgment, and the Ace of Wands. Oh, don't worry, my friend, you'll get there. This is your near future, what you don't see coming. So if you need to sit in this Hermit energy for a little bit, I would say to do it. The Hermit is, you know, I call the Gandalf of I was going to say tower of tarot. You know, it's that moment where we have to go within. Some of us take a little bit longer than others, and that's quite all right. But it's going within and doing some really deep soul searching. And when you come out of the cave, you come out smarter and stronger and wiser. Some of you will even become a wise counselor for others to help light their path. The individual in the Hermit card is holding a lantern, and within that lantern is the light of the Star card. So once you come out of this period of contemplation, what you have is wish fulfillment, which ironically we saw at the bottom of the deck there at the onset of your reading with the 9 of Cups. So if you need a little time to figure out what it is or what direction to take to get there, just know that you are on the right path. If something feels a bit delayed for you, don't feel like it's never coming. I kind of feel like this is all part of the process, because when that moment strikes and you know when you're at this impasse, this cul-de-sac, the moment you come out of that hermit mode and you figure out how to get over, through, or under this, I mean, when I tell you you're off, once you make that judgment call, Knight of Swords to the Ace of Wands, once you identify what this is and what route to take, you're bulldozing right through it. Tell me more about the Hermit energy for the Gemini collective and all Gemini placements. What do they need to know about the Hermit energy? I also get the feeling this Queen of Cups, for some of you, may be you. For some of you, may be someone else. So I'm going to clarify that for you also, as well as your Ace of Wands. But first, tell me about this Hermit energy here for Gemini. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hermit is being clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Four of Wands. Wow, really going within. Bottom of the deck, we have Three of Cups. So for some of you, this is financial, wanting to acquire some type of financial abundance, but maybe feeling financially strained or constrained at this time. There could be projects that you want to launch or things you want to do, or maybe a place you want to move to, but you could feel financially restricted in taking that next step, right? You're at an impasse. You know what you want to get to, what you want to begin, but you may not have the financial means to move or fix the house or launch the business. Again, whatever this Ace of Wands is for you. So 10 of Wands to the King of Wands, some of you could feel financially restricted. With that Four of Wands, you're still very hopeful and optimistic. So you have the goal in mind, Gemini. You're just stuck on how to get there. And that's why you're in this state of contemplation. Bottom of the deck is Three of Cups. So again, I feel like when you come through this, and you will, I think you'll figure out a way on how to have this victory and celebration. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups here for Gemini. What do they need to know about this Queen of Cups? Yeah, some of you may be doing even like okay financially, but you want to do better. You could be implementing things and just not seeing the full financial reward yet. And you could be feeling like, gee, I don't know, like what I'm receiving is okay, but it's just not good enough, right? Four of Cups energy. So some of you are definitely stuck. And again, I go back to that Two of Pentacles. A lot of you are not only stuck in the direction, if this is a financial read for you, some of you are also maybe like, really having a difficult time balancing your finances. Bottom of the deck, we have the Moon. Okay, Queen of Cups is being clarified by the Page of Swords, the Three of Wands, which I love, and the Knight of Pentacles. So you do find your way, Gemini. Now, you are an air sign. I'm an air sign. I'm a Gemini sun. We like things done yesterday. I get that. So this is a slow process. That might be why you're feeling so frustrated with reaching this goal. Again, I haven't identified that Ace of Wands yet for you. I'll try to do that with tarot now, but it'll be unique to all of you. But this is why you're finding it difficult. You need to acquire more information. Page of Swords. Some of you may have to communicate to an individual in your life that you need assistance with this. Three of Wands. You're kind of lost. You're waiting for your ships to come in. Some of you want to go out and build your own ships, but you're not quite sure how. But you're waiting. What I like, though, is that once you're on the path, we go from Knight of Pentacles to the Knight of Swords. So not only does it become steady and consistent financial gain, it ends up coming in very rapidly. So it's it's long-term gain. It's not instant, like where you get one big payout and then you're done and you're in the hole again. No, it's steady and consistent, but it'll come in fast and remain steady and consistent. Let's figure out what this Ace of Wands here is for you. Again, I know it's different for all of you, but let's see what tarot has. Tell me a little bit more about this Ace of Wands for Gemini. What's your end goal here, Gem? Bottom of the deck, the Magician. Well, look at you. Gemini's like, the Ace of Wands is everything because I hold all the aces. And you do. You and Virgo do share the energy of the Magician. So tell me more about the Ace of Wands here for Gemini. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ace of Wands, clarified by the Fool. Wow. The Sun card and the Queen of Swords. Oh, shut your mouth. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. It's a little bit slower. Eight of Pentacles, you're going to have to put a lot of work into this. Now, again, I don't know what this is for you. I feel like for most of you, this is a financial read, but I want you to take it how it resonates. This could be the end goal of having your happily ever after with someone, whether they're currently in your life or not. It could be both, right? Some of you want financial abundance, but you also want to be in a connection that's, you know, the individual is in it for the long run with you, or in it for the long haul. Whatever that Sun card is for you, it is the Ten of Pentacles as well as the Ten of Cups. So this is what you're manifesting, what you're trying to plot and plan your way towards. You definitely have a new beginning here, Gemini. There's no doubt about it. This is consistently comes out in your readings. That Queen of Swords energy tells me that you will come out even smarter and sharper through this process. So even though this could be nerve-wracking for you, because again, as the Magician in Tarot and as a Gemini, you expect things yesterday or you expect things now. I get that. But things take a process. There's a need here for you to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And once you discover that Page of Swords and you're able to implement it, which I have no doubt that you'll be capable of doing, this comes in for you like very quickly. But again, that Eight of Pentacles, definitely having to put the Pentacle energy into working on this, because the Eight of Pentacles card is someone who starts off as an apprentice. They do the same thing every day, as burdensome as it is, because they know what their end goal is. And so their goal, their plan is to become a master of this. So you're not only becoming a master of this skill or this trade that you're working on, this could also be self-mastery as well. You're going to have to take it how it resonates, but not only are you working on yourself and working on this new skill, you're making incremental progress towards this. Let's get you a couple of cards of advice here, Gemini. So yeah, some of you could just be feeling frustrated. I want to tell you it's all part of the process. I know I'm going through it as well, in a different, in a different aspect of my life, but I understand it. Again, I think the process is also teaching you patience, which not many of us have. And I'm a Gemini Sun, Scorpio Moon. So I really have very little patience. And that's definitely what this process has taught me. But again, staying dedicated to it does and will eventually give you the outcome that you desire. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. Yeah, stick to your beliefs, to this vision that you have. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for Gemini. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. Don't give up. Don't give up, Gemini. The Empress, followed by the Nine of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. I love this. Your advice is to, look, bottom of the deck, Queen of Wands. This is beautiful energy. So I feel like you are on your way there. The Nine of Pentacles is a very singular, independent energy. So whether you're currently coupled or not, this is an individual who can take care of themselves physically, emotionally, financially, etc., all on their own. Do they want someone in their life? Sure, absolutely. They'd love someone to come along with that extra pentacle and make the Ten of Pentacles, which again, I do see it happening here for you, but they're quite all right on their own. So your advice here as the Empress, to think like the boss. It's almost like thinking that you already have this before you have this. It's also taking total control of this. So I'll give you an example here in my own life. This is reminding me of tarot, right? I've started this YouTube channel in April of 2024. It's been going very well, right? I'm over 85,000 subscribers, but it's not as financially sustaining for me as I would have hoped it would be. But I need to find different ways, right, to either like generate more income on the channel or to provide more valuable content for all of you. So is it a bit burdensome for me until I figure out that plan? Yes. But as the Empress, we are to embody the best qualities of all 4 queens to get that job done. To apply our skills to thinking different ways how to reach this goal, whatever this goal is for you. The Nine of Swords says to give it considerable thought, not too much thought where you're up at 2, 3 in the morning and you can't sleep, but there's a need here for you to really apply your mental strength, which is your strong suit, Gemini. So your advice here is to really just continue to stay the course in birthing this new life or whatever this, again, I feel for a lot of you it's financial independence, but stay very independent, stay very grounded. These are both very grounded energies. And with that Nine of Swords, it's like, don't stop thinking. Again, not to a point where you can't sleep at 2, 3 in the morning, but get creative. Queen of Wands energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. You know, what I've been doing is writing things out things that I want, goals that I want. It's almost like reverse engineering. And I started on it a couple of days ago. This is my goal. What do I have to do to get to my goal? And completely reverse engineer my path forward. So we'll see if it works out for me. So I'm at a similar impasse that you are, but the message clearly here is to not give up. You just may have to find different creative ways on how to get over, under, or through that cul-de-sac that you're currently finding yourself at. But if anyone can figure it out, it is you, Gemini. You're the mutable sign, and you are the magician in tarot. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. That is your timeless tarot reading. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. But until I read for you again, Gemini, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's see what your timeless message is, my dear. We have Desert Passage. Trust there is a divine plan. Just did that angel reading for you on January, for the week of January 19th, 2025. And I really felt that a lot of you, and even during meditation, I kept seeing a phase. You were entering a new phase, a new passage. This is giving me like Two of Wands energy here. So trust that there's a divine plan. You're not on the wrong path. Tell me more about this desert passage. So a lot of you could feel, whether this is in your professional, personal, or romantic life, you've been going through like a dry spell. Haven't been able to find the right job. Nothing is really growing for me, right? Think about the desert. It's pretty barren. Nothing grows. So some of you have been for quite some time going through this desert passage where you're not seeing a lot of progress, or you're not seeing a lot of things grow for you, and you could be feeling a bit defeated. But this is saying to trust that there's a divine plan. You won't be at that Two of Wands for much longer, or that Two of Swords, or Two of Wands, however you want to, wow, Page of Swords. Okay, well, there's incoming communication coming for most of you, or information you are attaining to help you cross this desert passage. Tell me more about this for Cancer. Tell me more about the desert passage for Cancer and all Cancerian placements. Yeah, some of you could be feeling like nothing's happening, nothing's working. Yeah, it's definitely all part of a divine plan. One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Two of Pentacles. I was getting that two feeling. Two of Swords, Two of Wands, Two of Pentacles, Three of Wands. I like this. So we go from Two of Wands to Three of Wands to the Six of Pentacles. Oh, there's that Two of Wands, 2 to 3. I really don't believe that you'll be stuck in this for much longer. We have the Star. There's your wish fulfillment. 3 of Cups, celebration. Fool, a whole new beginning. So for some of you, and I'll clarify more of these cards for you, but I get the feeling like for some of you, if it's financial, because we have 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Pentacles, some of you may be working really hard, 8 of Pentacle energy to like find a job to maybe replace the one you have if you're not currently happy at it, or to find a new job. You kind of have your eye on the prize of what you wish or hope your ultimate job would be. Like you've already identified it. You know what that is for you. You're just kind of stuck in this Two of Wands, Three of Wands energy. Like, well, how do I get there? Or how do I move forward with it? Or how do I find it? But it does come to you. And not only does victory and celebration in that 3 of Cups come to you, but it all culminates to this whole new beginning. So if this is financial, this would be a whole new financial beginning for you. Knight of Cups, a job that you really love. And again, that is a job offer that you're working towards. So tell me why you've been so stuck and stagnant. Why is Cancer and Cancerian placements been stuck here? Tell me about this Two of Pentacles. I'm sorry for the horn honking outside. It's a one-horse town, so this is quite noisy for us. I apologize if the mic is picking that up. Tell me more about the Two of Pentacles here for Cancer. One more shuffle. Thank you. Two of Pentacles clarified by the 5 of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. You know, it's so weird because I think I did a reading for you and I said the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles came out. Some of you are internally conflicted on taking inspired action, Queen of Wands, towards this financial goal that you have. I don't know if it's coming from a lack mentality. Do you think you're not good enough? Do you think you can't land this job? Do you think you can't, I hate to say land the person, but land the person or land your ideal mate? There's definitely an internal conflict here of 5 of Wands. I don't know how to acquire what it is that I want. I know I want to take inspired action towards whomever or whatever this is. And for some of you, it's financial freedom, Queen of Pentacles. But Queen of Pentacles, whether it's masculine or feminine, could also be an individual that you've identified you really want to take inspired action towards, or putting yourself out there and being vulnerable and meeting, but you've been holding yourself back. Bottom of the deck, Judgment. Tell me about this Two of Wands here for a Cancer. Tell me about the Two of Wands here for a Cancer. Maybe the whole point of this desert passage, right? Not being able to land the job, the person, the place to live, you know, again, whatever you have identified here as the Star card is different for all of you. This wish fulfillment. Maybe what's been holding you back is, again, where it says like there's a divine plan. Maybe the need here is that you need to actually go into hermit mode to do some soul searching. Maybe there's a reason why nothing is growing at this time. Perhaps where you see nothing growing, seeds are actually being planted. Or the message here is for you to plant seeds. Tell me more about the Two of Wands and the Cancerian collective here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Two of Wands, clarified by the Magician, the World, and the Four of Wands. There's something here that you have to close out in order to achieve this happiness. Sun to the Star to the Sun card. There's something you need to close out in order to get here. So I don't know if you're in a relationship for some of you where it's like the desert passage. Nothing is growing. The relationship is stuck and stagnant. You know what you want happily ever after to look like, but for some reason you kind of feel like you're alone on this road and your partner is just not meeting you, right? Six of Pentacles, not giving you the reciprocity you need to get there. In that respect here, yeah, there would be a need here for you to close the door on that connection, or the way you do that connection, the way the two of you do that connection. That doesn't, you know, this doesn't always mean you have to walk away from the person. You might just have to walk away from how the two of you do things or how the two of you handle things in order to have victory. And again, I go back to this feeling of the Hermit, having the need to have to like go within and do some soul searching. If this is a relationship reading for you, you know who you want, you have a desire for them, but you're conflicted. How do we get here? How do we have this new beginning? Or how do we rebirth this connection? How do we bring more reciprocity? There's a need here for you to go within, but your counterpart needs to do the same thing in order to get to this Sun card. There's a way that you've been doing something, or the way the two of you have been doing something, that needs to be changed. Queen of Wands energy. Something here needs to be recalibrated. There needs to be a bigger vision to the goal in mind. You might be looking too small or looking at the details of little things that need to be changed. I want to know a little bit more about this Three of Wands here for Cancer. I almost feel like it's 2 steps or 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. You know, Three of Wands to the Two of Wands. I would have felt a lot better if those cards came out in opposite positions, because like this is where you're going. So I feel like Two of Pentacles, I'm not sure. Okay, I figured out the way forward. Six of Pentacles, is there enough reciprocity? I don't know. I have to start all over again. So I don't know what this is for you. You know what? Yeah, let me figure out the Three of Wands first. Actually, let's do the Star card. Spirit, let's do the Star card. Can we clarify the Star card here for Cancer and all Cancerian placements? Now, obviously, I know it'll be different for all of you, but it might give me the extra assistance I need here to help you move through this desert passage. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, there's definitely a new cycle in your life. Are some of you resisting it? Because if you manifest what you want, it would require you to shut the door on the way you've done things, or who you've been with, or who you are, or who you're with. It's almost like you want victory with what you have. I see. Some of you want victory with what you have, or where you are, or who you're with. But where you are, or who you are, or who you're with, or whatever, isn't growing. So you want something to grow where something is incapable of growing. Like it's gone as far as it can go. This job has gone as far as it can go. This relationship has gone as far as it can go. For you to manifest the dream job or dream community you live in or dream partner, Yeah, it would require you to leave this behind or radically change the way the two of you, if this is a relationship, radically change the way the two of you have addressed this relationship, have tackled the relationship, have invested in the relationship. Tell me more about the Star card here for Cancer. One more shuffle. Thank you. I hope these messages are making sense to you. Star is clarified by Page of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. So the Star card for each of you is uniquely different. What I like here is that the Star card is, you know, clarified by the Page of Wands, which is the Minor Arcana card to the Fool card. So your wish is to have a new beginning towards the Hierophant, whatever that is for you. Hierophant could be in a new company, in a new corporation, maybe your own boss, being an entrepreneur. Hierophant to the Queen of Wands there. Hierophant to the Queen of Pentacles, climbing up in management, maybe at the current job that you're at. Hierophant could also be, in terms of relationship, a higher level of commitment. So the Star card is that you want to achieve or discover a way to acquire the Hierophant, whomever, whatever that is for you, so you can have sustainable long-term results with it. Knight of Pentacles. So you're not looking for the dream job that ends in 6 months or the dream partner that flakes out on you a year from now, right? You're looking for something or someone that can go the distance. I do feel for some of you it requires to leave behind a mindset or a pattern, or literally the job where you're at or the person that you're with. I know some of you don't want to hear it, but that is kind of here now what brings in this new beginning, this Ace of Cups. Tell me more about the Three of Wands here for Cancer. Tell me more about the Three of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Nine of Swords. Wow, you're really up in your head about this. Tell me more about the Three of Wands for Cancer and all Cancer placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. Three of Wands is clarified by Eight of Swords, Death, and the Six of Cups. Yeah. Bottom of deck, the High Priestess. You know this. You are a very highly intuitive sign there. As a water sign, we have the High Priestess card here. So even though for me that's Piscean energy, I still feel like you share it because High Priestess is ruled by the moon and the moon rules Cancer. So, and we actually just had a full moon in Cancer about a week ago. So regardless of when you see this reading, I feel that a lot of you are at a crossroads in your life. You have identified to some extent what this long-term goal is and that you want long-term gains in it, right? So whatever this is for you, you don't want it to be a fly-by-night. It's great for 6 months, 12 months, and it's out of my life. You want it to go the distance, right? The job that lasts for 10 plus years, the relationship that lasts for 10 plus years, where I can find victory and celebration and happiness and have a whole new chapter in my life at this place or with this person. Very good. You've identified it. But where you're at is not this. Where you're at is the desert. Nothing is growing. And you know this, Two of Pentacles, because you've been sitting here for a while saying, do I need to leave this? Do I need to hold on to it? Do I need to change it? And you're very internally conflicted, Five of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands energy here tells me Eight of Swords to the Death card to the Six of Cups. Making this move would require you to leave something or someone behind. And that doesn't mean quitting your job at 5 o'clock on a Monday, but it would mean, with that Page of Wands, finding new places of employment so you eventually could leave this job. Six of Cups could be anything or anyone that you have a long-term, I shouldn't say long-term, that you have any type of soulmate, soul bond, soul contract with. So yeah, it could be an employer if this is a financial read. It could be a job you've been at for a long time, maybe 6+ years, or you've known the people for a very long time. Whatever that Six of Cups is for you or whomever it is, you're really up in your head about it because you know that in order for you to take the step towards this, it requires you to leave the job, leave behind the community, a friend, a family member, or maybe even a lover. And I feel like that's where you're stuck. So the Six of Pentacles energy is, it's almost like you're dealing with whatever this is, continuing to invest in it, even though it doesn't invest in you as much as you would like it to. Again, I feel like you are trying to manifest what you want in what you have, but that's almost impossible. It's like being at a toxic job and you continue to manifest that they'll end up tomorrow. They're just going to wake up and run the place and be the job of your dreams. It's just not happening. I feel like you've tried to do this repeatedly. If this is like a place of employment, it's just not happening. You could also be like changing the way you approach work or changing your attitude, right? Maybe if I go in with a better attitude, my boss won't be such a jerk today. And then at the end of the day, they're still a jerk. So the job you want is not the job you have, but in order to move towards the job you want, you have to leave the job you have. And some of you feel tied to an individual or the institution or, you know, whatever that Six of Cups is for you. And same thing if it's a relationship. And I feel like you intuitively know this. Wow. You just can't make this up. High Priestess to the Five of Cups to the Judgment card to the Knight of Wands. You know, oh my God, Knight of Wands to the Tower. You know, if you take inspired action to do this, you have to, again, leave this job or leave this person, community, friend, family member, lover. So you're stuck. So the choice here is yours, Cancer. You can continue to stay in this cycle. I'm pretty sure we saw the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck in one of the card shuffles that I did. You can continue to stay at this job or community or relationship, platonic or romantic, where nothing is growing. Or you can manifest the ending by looking for the next job or the next community or exploring ways to close out this relationship. I feel for some of you, if this is a relationship, you really don't want to leave this person behind. For some of you. Let me get you some advice. We get advice for Cancer. What you want is beautiful. And, you know, where a lot of the zodiac signs, I shouldn't say a lot, several of the zodiac signs will manifest their true happiness. They never add time to it. You know, it's just like, well, I just want that person. They just manifest that person. So whatever the Hierophant is for you, again, person, place, or thing, you're not only manifesting it and desiring it, but you want it to go the distance. Knight of Pentacles, you want it to be there for the long run. Very few zodiac signs do that, actually, or have the foresight or clarity to do that. So you have very clearly identified what makes you happy or who makes you happy and what you want. I think the difficulty you have is realizing that where you are, or maybe not realizing, because I think you do realize it with the High Priestess energy, is accepting that where you're at or who you're with isn't that. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Swords. Let's get some advice for you, my friend. Can I have some advice here for Cancer? What is the advice here for Cancer and all Cancerian placements? One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, Three of Swords, Five of Swords, Queen of Cups. You have to break a few eggs to make an omelet. I know that sounds horrible. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords. There's a need here for you to see this very clearly. This job is never going to change. This relationship is never going to change. This community is never going to become the community you want. Does parting come with sweet sorrow? Absolutely. Does it come with conflict? Absolutely. Is it worth it? 1000% yes. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, and Queen of Swords. There's a need here for you to identify the pattern, right? Definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. Four of Pentacles, you are holding yourself back from what you want. It's not even that the job or, again, the person, place, or thing is holding you back. It's you. Your reluctancy to leave behind whatever this is. I want to get advice for you, for your person, for those of you where it's a connection. I'm going to put these cards back for you. Let's get advice for Cancer, where if this is a love connection. I think if it's a job, you just have great loyalty at this job, or maybe you don't want to leave it. You've been there a long time. Maybe you thought, you know, you could be up in years. No offense, so am I. I'm 50. You might be like, well, I don't want to move. I'm a few years shy of retirement, right? I don't want to rock the boat. But at the same time, the job you have is not paying you adequately. It's not a good environment. Nothing is growing. You're not growing. Let's get advice for Cancer and all Cancer placements where this is a romantic relationship. You know what you want, and you know you want it for life, or you want it, you know, you want it to go the distance. Let's get advice for Cancer and all Cancer placements, please, where this is a romantic relationship. Trust that there's a divine plan. Yeah, in order for you to get here, you'd have to leave this. That's a divine plan, because where you're at is barren. Nothing is growing. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles to the King of Pentacles. So we're talking love here. Where who you're with is not who you're meant to be with. Again, only take it if it's a love reading. Let's get advice here for Cancer and all Cancer placements where this is a love reading. I see the great love and passion you have for this individual, the willingness to build a future with this person. I mean, you want victory, you want happiness, you want the pretty little house with the picket fence and 2.5 kids, and I see it. I see what it is that you want. I'm just not sure this individual can give it to you. You have to use your divine gift of intuition to figure that out. But if 9 of Wands, you keep repeating the same pattern and you're not achieving your results, something's trying to tell you it's time to move on. Hey, it took me 3.5 years to figure out to leave my marriage. So I understand the length of time that this might take. I do know that I have found the gem now. So the move I made to depart from this was the right one for myself. But again, at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you. Let's get advice here, please, for Cancer. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Hermit. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Swords. Yeah. Your advice here is to put in the effort and the work, Pentacle energy, into leaving this behind, whatever this is. And it might require you to have to do some soul searching. And that's quite all right, because when we go through the cave as the Hermit, right, the Gandalf of Tarot, you do come out wiser and smarter. And perhaps it is through that that period of introspection that you figure out why there's a divine plan. But 3 of Swords, yeah, it would cause heartbreak for the person you're leaving, most definitely for you. That's why you've been restricting yourself from moving on from this. But if you have moved on from it, whatever that is, the job, the community, the relationship, it's literally there waiting for you. But it would require you to close the door on this and move through the 4 of Wands, which for me is the 1111 portal. So it's shutting the door on it. And again, it's going to take you some time to do that. 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 2 of Cups. If it's a love reading, that's how you get to the 2 of Cups. I know no one wants to hear it, and I didn't want to hear it, right? No one says I do. Thinking one day they're going to say, I won't, or I don't want to anymore. So I get it. I was with him 24 years. It's a long time to share residence with someone and share space and memories and nostalgia. And we achieved a lot together. But there was a divine plan in mind. And at some point, the marriage relationship stopped growing. No matter how much effort I put into it, it just stopped growing. And one day I had to realize that nothing will change here. What I wanted was not what I had. And I had to be realistic with myself and say, not only is it not what I have, it's not what I had. Not at any time looking back over the course of 24 years, was it this? I always wanted it to be that. And sometimes I gaslighted myself into believing it was that, but it was not that. 3 of Swords, 5 of Swords. There's a lot of heartbreak here. It's 8 swords. And you've really been up in your head about it. 8 swords about this. You'll eventually get there. And when you do, you have a beautiful future. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. Everything you've ever wanted, whomever you've ever wanted is there, but it will require you to leave something or someone behind. Again, only take this if it's your reading. If you're in a romantic connection where there's been a lot of stress and strain and no progress and no happiness and very little joy, then it's your reading. If not, you can apply this to any other aspect of your life. But the need here is to leave this behind. And if this is a job, the job is just not going to change. It'll never become what you want it to become. You're kind of wasting time and wasting talent staying here. And in that respect, I think your next step needs to be to actually find new sources of income. See what other employment opportunities you have out there, because they're literally waiting for you. And if this is a love reading, have patience with yourself. Trust that there is a divine plan. You know, I'm almost at the 5-year mark since I left my marriage, and I'm with a real gem, and I don't have to beg. I want for very little. He's amazing. Is it rainbows and unicorns every day? No, but it's pretty damn close. But it took me realizing that I was throwing seeds of intention in a place where they would never grow and sprout. And it took me having the conviction to put myself first. We saw that Queen of Cups energy for you. That is loving yourself enough to do what is best for you. And eventually you'll come to that. Right now you're struggling, but it's okay. Focus on some self-healing. Spend some quiet time alone. That helped me a lot of introspection, and trust that there is a divine plan. You're not alone in this. You're just going through the process like most of us are. You'll get to where you're meant to be. I assure you. Don't lose faith. That's what I have for you, Cancer. That is your timeless tarot reading. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's see what your timeless message is. We have distant thunder, clear the air. Oh boy. Almost getting tower moment vibe here. Clear the air. There's a need here for you to have a conversation with someone in your life. Almost like Two of Wands energy also. Like Two of Wands meets the tower. Like before we can move forward, we need to clear the air and get some things straight. And it's like you can hear the rumbling. It's almost like, you know, the conversation is coming, but you really don't want to have it. But you can hear it coming. Bottom of the deck, 4 cups. Okay. Tell me more about distant thunder here for the Leo collective. Tell me more about distant thunder for Leo and all Leo placements where they need to know about distant thunder. One more shuffle. Thank you. Distant thunder is being clarified by King of Pentacles, the 9 of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Star card. Oh, he's back again. Bottom, or person. Bottom of the deck, Temperance, 8 of Cups, 5 of Cups, the Tower. I did say it felt like a tower. I feel for some of you, you have identified an individual. And remember, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you find it, it's when you're meant to find it. I feel like for some of you, you're very solid and structured right now. You're very much in the King of Pentacles energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. You're grounded, you're level-headed, you're non-emotional, you're very strategic with the next steps you're taking. You have identified an individual that you really believe is your wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups to the Star card. For you, this person checks off all the boxes you want in an individual. Unfortunately, this person either regularly or it's either like they're always this way or they kind of flip-flop back and forth as the Knight of Wands. And we've seen this in your readings before, where this person sometimes shows up as a king or maybe even an emperor, and then they sort of like default after a while back to the Knight of Wands. Sometimes it takes them a day, sometimes it's a couple of weeks. So it's like you have identified the individual. This is who you would like to spend the rest of your life with. You could feel a very strong soulmate, soul bond, maybe even twin flame connection with this person. I certainly don't see that in the cards, but it's the vibe I'm getting here. But the relationship lacks balance. And because of that, it creates an imbalance in your life. Your emotions are up and down, and that affects how you live and how you do your work and what you think and how happy you feel, right? So this individual, their erratic behavior or their erratic commitment to the connection causes you to be off balance in some way. It affects you somehow, emotionally, financially, etc. And so a lot of you feel like, well, I need to, the only way to restore balance in my life is to eclipse Eight of Cups, this individual, out of my life. But you don't want to do it. There's a lot of remorse and regret because, again, you have identified this person as your Two of Cups. So with the distant thunder in the tower, there's a need here for you to clear the air with this person, or at least that's what you're feeling. I get the suspicion here, some of you really don't want to walk away from this person, but if you're the King of Pentacles, you're expecting them to show up as the Queen of Pentacles, regardless of where their genders are. I don't read body part, just energy, but it's like, if I'm going to be this, then you need to be my counterpart, right? The Knight of Wands is not a counterpart to the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Hierophant. So you know what you want. Hierophant to the Ace of Pentacles. You know what you want, Queen of Wands. You know what you want. I think you'd be happy if this person just showed up as a Queen of Wands. They don't even have to be a Queen of Pentacles. I think you just would be happy if they were an equal, showing up as a king or a queen. So you've defined what you want and a solid new beginning that you want in this connection. But there's a need here for you to have a conversation with this individual. Tell me more about this Knight of Wands. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands here for Leo. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. Now, for a lot of you, if you're single, you may find yourself in the dating pool finding one Knight of Wands after another. So I kind of feel like I'm speaking to two groups of you. One group of you, you've already identified the individual, but they're not consistent enough for you. And for others of you, you've identified the type of person you want, but you're having a difficult time finding them. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands here for Leo and all Leo placements. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. And I'm going to read this in the reverse as well. Some of you want a King or Queen of Pentacles. You want someone who's established and grounded and sturdy, but you continually come to the table as the Knight of Wands. I have to be fair here. So you're inconsistent in what you want. You're inconsistent in throwing out seeds of intention, or you're inconsistent in being grounded. You expect your person to be, or you expect to find the person who is, but you're not. So take the message how it resonates to you. For some of you, this could be a wake-up call for you. You need to clear the air with yourself. You know, maybe if all I'm finding out there is Knight of Wands, because I really am. Right? You know, we attract what we are. Or we attract at what vibrational level we're at. And for others of you, you are the King of Pentacles, but you don't believe it. You are a King or Queen of Pentacles. You're accepting far less than you deserve, but that's because you have your heart set on this person. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands here for Leo. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands here for Leo. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Wands is being clarified by strength, the Eight of Swords, and the Devil. Whew. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups, the Hierophant, and the King of Cups to the Three of Swords. You know, the Eight of Swords is the lower octave for me of the Devil. So it's almost like whoever's the Knight of Wands. It could be you. It could be, you know, this person that you identified, or maybe for some of you, it represents a bunch of people that you have encountered or are currently encountering in your life. Whoever this Knight of Wands is, it takes them a lot of strength and courage to face their demons. A lot of it is all mental. So, and we've seen this in your readings before, where I do think this person needs therapy, needs counsel. I think there's a lot of, I think in one of your readings it came out like PTSD. It could also be childhood trauma. This person knows. So if it's you, you know what it is within you you need to change. So you can become the type of person you want to attract. You know that, but it's very difficult for you to resist these urges. So I'll give you an example. I had a friend once, he really wanted to settle down. That's all he ever talked about. Is he Can't find a chick. I can't find a chick. First of all, if you're calling them chicks, I'm not sure how much you really want to settle down, how seriously you're taking it, but whatever. But I can't, I just can't find someone. I can't find someone, he used to say. And I'm like, but are you available for that? And he's like, yeah, of course I am. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're always like traveling the country, traveling the world. You're never in one place at one time. You move around homes. You have absolutely no structure or stability. Your life is completely adventurous. You wing every moment of it. It's exciting. I mean, for this guy, like every day of his life was like full card energy. You know, he'd wake up, be like, where am I off to today? But you want someone stable and grounded, but you're a Knight of Wands energy. So you want someone who will commit to you. Where are they going to commit to you at? You're in a different state every other day. You're literally hopscotching across America on these fabulous adventures, but you want someone to build a life with. Not everyone is up for that challenge. Now, I'm not saying you can't find anyone, but I can tell you 12 years later, he still hasn't. He still hasn't. So he lives in the Knight of Wands energy, but man, is he looking for a Queen or King of Pentacles. It's just not going to happen. He could find a Princess of Wands, right? But he's specifically looking for a King or Queen of Pentacles. It's a complete vibrational mismatch. Someone like that wouldn't even be attracted to this. Even if they are physically, they're looking long-term and saying, well, how the hell am I going to settle down and plant roots with someone like this? So this Knight of Wands for some of you could be someone like that, where they really have identified what they want or what type of person they want, but they're not at that level. And whoever this is, they know it. They know what holds them back. They think about it often. This is not someone who's unaware. So whether they know what they want, but that means they have to give up multiple lovers, 7 of Cups, right? In order to have the Hierophant, long-term commitment, I have to give up, other options. They know this. Don't think they don't know this. They know this. They know that they have the Strength card to the Devil, resist temptation. Or in order to, be with you, maybe they have to give up drugs or alcohol or get therapy or mental health support here. They know this. They're aware of it. They're just not willing to take that next step. Let's see why. Whoa. Because they're scared. The Knight of Pentacles came in the reverse. Yeah, they're not only scared, they're stuck. They're stuck. Maybe they don't know how. They know what they need to change. Do not mistake this. This is not a stupid person here. So whether it's you or them, the Knight of Wands here knows what they have to change in order to land the King or Queen of Pentacles. And for brief moments of time, they resist their urges, their negative thoughts, their toxic traits, their toxic patterns, but they revert right back to them because it's a comfort zone. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. Yeah, they know exactly what they have to change. What is the advice for that individual, whether it's Leo, a Leo placement, or someone else? What is the advice for this Knight of Wands? One more shuffle. Thank you. The advice, the Magician, the World, and the Page of Cups. Oh my God, can't get any clearer. Bottom of the deck, 3 of Wands. Their whole new chapter begins the minute they not only start manifesting it. The Magician card is great, manifestation. I'm going to do my manifestation rituals and light my candles and say my prayers to the new moon and the full moon and yada, yada. Fantastic. Not mocking it. I do it myself. But the Magician has the 4 aces, which means they're also capable, and they have to, in order to make their manifestation become a reality, co-create with the universe. So the advice for this person is to utilize their 4 aces to co-create with the universe to end these traits. That's where their Page of Cups new beginning comes in. Pretty clear cut. Didn't even need tarot for it, but thank you for the double confirmation there, Spirit. That's what this person needs to do. And they know it. Again, I don't get the feeling here this is a stupid person. They know exactly the toxic trait, pattern, behavior, lifestyle, etc. that they need to close out. They're just afraid to do it. They can repress it or oppress it for so long, and that's maybe when they show up as your equal, but then they can only maintain that for so long until they cave and give into it. You know, and the devil doesn't have to mean they have 7 different lovers. This could be a habitual liar. This could just be someone, for whatever reason, the way they were brought up or the jobs they've had in their lifetime has instilled in them that in order to get ahead or to get what they want, they have to lie or lie by omission, or they can't be their true selves. There's something like that at play here. That devil could be lots of different things. But this person knows what it is. They just don't want to leave it behind. So there's a need here to clear the air. Some of you really want to have a discussion with this person before you permanently walk away from them. Now, you might be emotionally detaching, but you're not liking it at all. 5 of Cup energy. This is not what you want to do, right, to someone that you see as 9 of Cups in the Star card. So tell me more about the 8 of Cups here. Split the deck. 3 of Wands and the Hermit. You're doing a lot of soul searching, and if not, at some point in this process, you will be doing a lot of soul searching. I can almost feel some of you saying, like, this would be like the ideal relationship if only they would blank. But you can't force them into that blank, right? That's something they have to do on their own. Some of them take longer to do it. Some never get there. So tell me more about the 8 of Cups here, and then we're going to clarify that Tower, because that's what's coming. Bottom of the deck, Page of Wands. 8 of Cups. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups here for Leo and all Leo placements. And Leo, look, if this is you, the advice here is really clear. You can change your life and head off an entirely new path and become not only the individual you want, but then be put on path to meet the type of individual you want. But it all begins with you. So take it how it resonates, whoever that Knight of Wands energy is. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups here. We have the Queen of Wands. Whoever's resonating as the King of Pentacles, part of them really wants to take inspired action to eclipse this connection out of their life, even though they know it's going to hurt like hell. One more shuffle. Thank you. Further clarified by the Emperor. Woof. And the 10 of Swords, yeah. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Swords. Some of you really want to do this. Like there's almost a calling within you that says, I have to finally leave this person on their own journey, right? I mean, I have to clear the air and just say that if you're not showing up for me this way consistently, I have to put an end to this, or I have to take full reign and dominion over my life. But you're resisting doing that because of the heartache here. Tower moment is coming. I feel like this is a conversation, a blow up. It could be this person coming to the realization that, hey, if I don't do this, I'm going to lose Leo for good. This could be very well a Leo that says, shit, if I don't change things, I'm never going to find, quote unquote, the one. So take it how it resonates to you. Tell me more about the Tower. Tell me more about the Tower. Bottom of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Here's a new cycle. Where are we off to? Tell me more about the Tower here for Leo and all Leo placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the 7 of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Pentacles. Well, how does that happen? So someone here, whoever this King of Pentacles is, and I think for most of you, that's you, are putting up boundaries with this individual and focusing on self-care, still continuing to invest in this connection. One with deck, 4 of Swords. You're still hoping to heal the connection. How does this happen, though? How does that happen? You're still hoping this person becomes the Queen of Pentacles. I don't read body parts. You're still hoping they become your counterpart. It's like a realization you're having. The Tower moment is your realization. I want to defend this connection and continue to invest in it because I wholeheartedly feel that this person is or can be, or like can become, my counterpart. That's your Tower moment. We need to clear the air here because I don't want to lose this person. Flip it around. Could be this person coming to that realization. All right. How does this come to pass? How does this come to pass for Leo and all Leo placements? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Hermit, the Five of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Bottom of that, King of Swords. For some of you, leaving this person out in the cold, and I don't mean 2 hours of not texting them or for an extent, you know, for a day, leaving this person out in the cold, and that means no contact. That's difficult to do. Is what triggers them into the energy of the Hermit, going within and doing soul searching, discovering what is true to them, what they want for their life, what their long-term goals are. King of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Swords. That's the truth. That's when the conversation comes in. So I don't know how many of you want to do that, but there's almost a need here to clear the air. I feel like I'm speaking to two groups of you. There's like a group of you that says, nope, this is my person, and I'm going to keep investing in this, and eventually they'll become my counterpart. I think your realization is, no. I think you're going to try this again. I'm going to be honest with you. But I think there's a need here for you to clear the air and actually cut this person out of your life for an extended period of time. Like really go no contact and focus on yourself. And I know some of you don't want to hear that, but that's what triggers the hermit mode for this person. The introspection, the spiritual ascension. That's what triggers it. That's when they start to see things clearly. And Eight of Pentacles, they begin working on themselves. It's a card of self-mastery. The cat toy went off by itself. Take that as a sign. I guess my Victorian ghost here. We're like, yep, that's the way to do it. Get the ball rolling. Oh my God, that's a ball that's rolling around. That's how you get the ball rolling. But again, I don't know if some of you want to do that because I see a lot of love here for this person. But that's clearing the air. I need to cut you out of my life until you come to me correct. And that doesn't mean a day from now. That this is like dark night of the soul energy. This person really needs to go within. There's some demons in there they need to confront and address and eradicate. And only then can they begin self-mastering themselves and then come towards you. Not as a Knight of Wands, but as a Knight of Pentacles, in it for the long run. That's the truth. You moving forward and finding your own independence leads you to the Ten of Cups. Whether or not it includes this person or not, I don't know. But leaving them is your first step towards it. And I think it also leads them to it. Now, whether or not that Ten of Cups is the two of you together, I don't know. I'm not looking that far into the future. But that seems to be the path for both you and them. Because this has been a very unhealthy cycle for you. There's a need here for you to clear the air. That could also mean clearing your energy. So some of you may want to do that also with sage or Palo Santo or aromatherapy machine, meditation, yoga. You can go out for walks in nature. And look, if this isn't a lover, this could be a sibling. I have a sibling like this. I have 4 siblings. One of them definitely identifies as this. And no matter how much I want him in my life, no matter how much I've helped him, he is always Knight of Wands to the Eight of Swords to the Devil card. He's 45 years old. He's just not going to change as long as we feed it. As long as we feed the monster, we're enabling him being that way. We give him no reason to change. So, you know, I've withdrawn. I stay in contact, but anytime he needs help, I'm just like, I can't help you. And he defaults to one of my parents and they cave. But that's what has kept him stuck. He's not going to make the necessary changes he needs to make as long as someone keeps feeding this devil. Even though he needs to change it. So this doesn't have to be a love reading. This could be with a friend, could be with a family member. I'm not even a Leo and I'm resonating with this. But yeah, it's damn hard to walk away from someone you grew up with or that you love or you want a future with. I get it. But if you keep feeding the beast, I mean, this is almost like the definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. So for some of you, you do need to walk away from this person in order to find your own happiness, but also to trigger their healing so they could find their own happiness. I do think for most of you, this person comes back around from Knight of Wands to Knight of Pentacles. Are they at Queen or King status? No, but I sure shit will take a Knight of Pentacles over a Knight of Wands any day. So maybe the break is needed. And again, not for a day or a week. This is going to take a lot of introspection here on this person's part. You can manifest for them healing. Certainly can do that. I do that for my brother every day. So you definitely can do something like that. You can manifest that they have the courage and strength to overcome that Eight of Swords to the devil. But you sitting in it isn't bringing you the connection that you want in your life. And I think most of you know this. So there's a need here for you to clear the air. There's a tower moment coming in the near future. And I think for a lot of you, you're breaking away from this energy. And it's probably the best thing you can do for your mental health. I have to be honest with you. I think what you have coming in the future, that 10 of Cups, whether or not it includes this person, is exactly who's meant to be in your life and is exactly what you've desired. It just might take you a lot of healing between now and then because it wasn't quite this person. And I get that. I've been there. That's what I have for you, Leo. Distant Thunder is your timeless tarot reading. If you like this message and it resonates with you or you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's see what your timeless message is. We have navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. You know, it's funny. I did your, it's not funny, but I did your angel message for the week of January 19th, 2025. I was almost going to say 2015. I don't know if that's relevant for some of you, but 2025. And it did talk about change. I think your angel number for the week is 555. But this is a timeless reading for whenever you find it. Some of you are off to find your wish fulfillment, pivoting, following your bliss, or at least trying to find it. It's like Hermit, Two of Wands energy there. The individual has a backpack on, so kind of like Fool card, but they're holding a rod or a staff as well. I don't even want to say Two of Wands. This is more like Three of Wands energy to the Hermit card. Tell me more about navigating by the stars for Virgo and all Virgo placements. Tell me more about navigating by the stars. Follow your bliss. Do what makes you happy. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Follow your bliss. Tell me more about navigating by the stars here for the Virgo collective and all Virgo placements. What do they need to know about navigating by the stars? One more shuffle. Thank you. Navigating by the stars is clarified by the 5 of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Empress. You'll get there. Some of you are still grieving a significant loss, a person, place, or thing. Take it how it resonates to you. But it hit you right in the feelings walking away from whomever or whatever this is. Bottom of the deck. Yep, Death card, Wheel of Fortune, and the Hierophant. And that leaves the 2 of Cups to Justice, to the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So you're in the process now of rebirthing your life, starting something new, pivoting, new chapter in your life, a lot more wiser than you were at the onset of this, but this is painful nonetheless. Interesting for me how the individual kind of looks like a bishop or a priest, but I don't read these cards religiously. But the hat or the headpiece that the person's wearing in the 5 of Cups, extremely similar to what the individual in the Hierophant card is wearing, right? So you've become, or through this process, through leaving whomever, whatever this is behind, you are becoming a lot more spiritual and intuitive and grounded. You're more aware of who and what you want in your life and the direction you want your life to take. So this was a lesson, unfortunately. Experiencing this upgrades you to this, which gets you to this Two of Cups. So tell me more about the Five of Cups here for Virgo. Yeah, this is spiritual ascension. You may not see it now, but you're mastering yourself. The Page of Coins has 1 pentacle. The Seven of Coins has 7 pentacles. That's 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles is a card of self-mastery, right? It's an apprentice working on something every day, over and over again, until they become a master of it. And after the 8 of Pentacles, they become the 9 of Pentacles, right? Someone who's completely independent and self-sufficient. So you're making small incremental process, starting small, investing. But what you don't realize is that through this process, you actually are becoming wiser, and you are almost like reincarnating yourself into a new version of yourself for this next chapter of your life. Tell me more about the Five of Cups here for Virgo. Tell me more about the Five of Cups here for Virgo. Six of Swords. Something or someone you had to move away from. Broke your heart, but in time will fix your vision. Tell me more about the Five of Cups here for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. What flew out of the deck? The King of Cups, the Three of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Five of Swords. Well, it didn't come without conflict. Poof, Five of Swords, Five of Wands, 10 of Wands, Four of Swords, and we know what precedes the Four of Swords is the Three of Swords. So you had to see this situation, environment, or connection clearly, and you have. And you're making incremental progress now to move away from it. However, you're waiting for your ship to come in. You're not seeing things fully clearly. I don't think you have realized yet, but you will. You have the potential to walk towards your ship or to make your way to the ship, or you don't have to wait for it to come to the dock. The King of Cups is sitting here all alone on the shore bed with his cup, waiting for the ship to come in, right? Waiting for the ship to come in. The Three of Wands is here, holding the Ace of Wands, this passionate new beginning, waiting for their ship to come in. The Queen of Swords has their back turned towards this. She too is looking out of a balcony, waiting for her ship to come in. I don't think you have quite yet realized, but you will. You can build your own ship. You don't have to wait for something or someone to come towards you. You have the ability to follow your own bliss. You don't have to wait for happiness to come to you, whether it's a person, place, or thing. You can create it yourself. You can build your own ship. That is unfortunately what this lesson had to teach you. To not put all of your happiness eggs into someone else's basket. So this came with a lot of conflict, internal conflict with this individual, very burdensome and very heartbreaking, because you're still in the Four of Swords. At the time I'm doing this reading, or whenever you find this reading, it's timeless. You're still healing from this. Four of Cups, you're not really interested in anything else. But you are working on self-mastery. Remember I said Page of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles is 8 Pentacles, and that will eventually lead you to the 9. There's your 9. So you are making your way there, but unfortunately it took a heartbreaking process for you to get there. But something here had to teach you, and maybe if you look at whatever this is that broke your heart, person, place, or thing, if you look at it like there was a lesson for me to learn, and I've learned the lesson, thank you for the lesson. I now know that I am empowered enough to follow my own bliss, not wait for it to come to me. I can literally create it myself, or identify it, move towards it myself. I don't have to sit here alone on the shore waiting for it to come to me. It might make the heartache a little easier for you if you can see it that way. If you can hangman kind of change your perspective and see it that way, that tower, That tower was intended to happen in your life. It had to break your heart in order to fix your vision. Tell me more about the Empress. You're becoming a divine masculine or a divine feminine. This was like another lesson you had to go through, or you had to learn to put you on path towards this. Justice, karmic justice. Tell me more about the Empress here for Virgo. Tell me more about the Empress energy for all Virgo placements. Two of Wands, Ten of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. Yeah, the Sun. I was going to say, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. That Kelly Clarkson song is what started playing in my head. That was the lesson here. What didn't kill you has made you stronger. And it absolutely has. And it has changed the trajectory of your life. Because had you stayed in that, let's say it would have been capable for you to stay. Let's say that was a relationship. How happy do you think you would have been in it, realistically? We saw Four of Swords energy, which means Three of Swords was there, Five of Swords was there, Ten of Swords is there. So if that connection would have stayed the way it was, would you truly have been happy? Or did it have to end so you can get to the Sun card, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles? And Ten of Cups is what we saw at the bottom of the deck at the onset of your reading. So unfortunately, this ending is what is providing you with the lessons you needed to learn before you can step into this. I know, it sucks. And for some of you, whatever person, place, or thing that was, you stayed at it a long time. Enough to encounter 10 swords in your back. So it's not a one sword deal. This was a pattern of pain in this connection or this environment or this situation. Unfortunately, some of you, some of us, that's what we have to go through. Either the same person has to repeatedly break our heart until we move away from them, or same person, different body needs to repeat that lesson and break our heart until we learn, all right, no more, right? I got to pivot. And that was your angel message. I have to pivot. I have to do things a different way. So I attract a different kind of person. Because if I just keep waiting, I'm going to get so lonely waiting. I'm just going to fall for the first person that comes to shore because I've been sitting there with my cup waiting for so long. So no more waiting is the lesson here for you. Because if you wait and wait and wait, the first person that, it's like if you're on a desert island and you're just waiting for the first ship to come in, you're like, I don't care, like if that's a ship of murderers, right? Like the first ship that comes in, I'm getting on the ship. Great, the ship came in. You're now on a ship of murderers. You got to fight your way off of it and swim back to shore and rebuild yourself. I know it's a silly example, but don't wait for your ship to come in because maybe you're not meant to wait at the ship, like at the shipyard. Maybe what you want is on a plane. Maybe you're supposed to be at the airport. You know what I mean? Like I think for some of you, you need to pivot. Stop waiting for something or someone to come towards you and instead identify what it is and go to where it is or create it if you have to. Follow your bliss. Tell me more about the Death card, the Wheel of Fortune. Tell me more about Death card and Wheel of Fortune. Two of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Let me have one more on this. One more. Death card to the Wheel of Fortune. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Cups. You'll get there. Oh, and the Tower. If the Tower hasn't fallen yet, it's about to. Clarify that Tower for you. You'll get there. This reincarnation where you come out a more balanced Virgo. And what I like is, the King of Cups in this deck is waiting at the shore. Here I am. The Knight of Cups, this is how you come out of it. So you kind of have been doing it all wrong. If this is a love reading, like waiting for someone to come to you. Instead, this is taking inspired action to move towards the person. Like now you're on the horse. Now I've identified what type of person I want. I'm not going to just wait at the shore and wait for anyone to pull into the shipyard. Now I'm off. you know, now I'm off to identify the cup and give the cup. And when I give my cup to that person and they give their cup to me, we become the two of cups. But I'm not going to just sit around and wait here. I like this. But this is, unfortunately, that's the lesson that this had to teach you. You kind of were doing things wrong. You were waiting for someone to come towards you. And because of that, you were just accepting anyone into your life. This could be a friend, right? This could be, I could be talking to a Virgo who's lonely and waits for a person to enter their life. Oh, I know eventually the divine will bring me a friend. And the minute the first person comes in, you like latch on, right? This is going to be my best friend. This person is great. And then a month into it, you're like, oh my God, this person totally fucking sucks, right? This isn't what I wanted. But because you're not out there meeting people, you're going to accept the first friend that comes into your life. And they almost always end up disappointing you. 5 of Cups. That's the lesson you had to learn. Stop waiting. Start building. Start moving. Start doing. And again, this isn't for every Virgo placement. But if you're resonating for it, this tower is about to hit. Tell me more about the tower. It could be the realization. It could be this reading. It says, oh my God, she's right. I've been doing it wrong. I have to pivot and change the way I look at love or the way I look at finding a job. I had a friend once who used to complain, I just can't find a job. She hated her job. We worked together. But we were in different departments. Mine was tolerable. They also paid me a little bit more because that was the department, right? The department I was in paid a little bit more. But she hated her job. She hated the company. But she had a kid to feed. She was a single mom, so she put up with it. You know, we've all been there to some degree. Stay in a job you don't like. But I used to say to her, Sarah, what are you doing to find another job? And she used to be like, oh. Well, and back then we didn't have like the internet. So it's like, are you looking in the classifieds of the newspaper? Like that was the big thing at the time. Companies would put in the newspaper what, you know, what positions they're hiring for and phone number to call or fax number to fax your resume to. I'm like, do you ever go through the classified? She's like, no. Well, how the hell are you going to find another job? You're coming here. It breaks your heart to be here. If I worked in your department, I would have quit already. I don't know. I used to say to her, I don't know how you're tolerating him. He's like, I'm so glad my department has nothing to do with him. Richard was like the worst boss ever, the worst manager ever, but she was stuck. But I finally had to get through to her. It took months, man. We used to have lunch together almost every day. And finally, I'm like, you're waiting for Richard to change. You're waiting for him to one day come in and be the best department head in the company. It's not going to happen. It's not his personality. He's a dick. Like, that's just, I'm sorry. That's who he is. And nobody who works in the department actually likes him. But you don't have to be like everyone else and stay there and put up with it. You can look in the classifieds and find a job. You can take inspired action. She also was very smart. And I used to say to her, you could be an entrepreneur and start your own business. Whatever it is, you either create your own bliss or you follow your own bliss. But you have to identify that where you're at is not bliss. She finally found another job. Now I can fast forward 26 years later. She actually does own her own company in the same town. And that company closed up that we worked for. But she actually does now own her own business in the same town that we once worked in 26 years later. But yeah, she just kept waiting for the job to change. And then she would think, well, another job. Well, how the hell's another job just going to come in and offer you their cup? So it took her changing, pivoting her mindset, say, you know what, I need to go out there and find a job. And that's where she landed the job. But she worked there before I started, so she wasted years of her life working in that type of environment. So I don't know what this is for you, person, place, or thing, but man, it's been breaking your heart. Waiting for it to change or waiting for something new to come in to replace it. But again, I think the pivot moment here is realizing you can either go out and create it or go out and find it yourself. And that's what this tower moment is, I feel, is the revelation of that, the realizing that. And it could be this tarot reading for some of you, is that realization of like, yeah, I've been doing it wrong. I need to pivot. I need to change. Tell me more about the tower here. For Virgo and all Virgo placements, one more shuffle. Thank you. Towers clarified by the Lovers, the Nine of Cups, and the Chariot. It's your choice. It's exactly what I said. The Tower moment is your aha epiphany moment. There you are, King of Pentacles, right? Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. When I take control of my life and I make the choice, Lover's card, to go after my wish fulfillment, not to wait for it, to go after it, and I go off in full fury, I'm ready, Knight of Swords to the Knight of Cups, that's where my victory comes in. That's your aha epiphany moment. Let's get you 3 cards of advice, although I kind of think that was it for your reading, but let's see if there's anything else in the cards for you. Final messages here for my Virgos. 8 of Cups, eclipsing that, the mindset, the pattern, the person, the place, or thing. Let's get advice here for Virgo. Closing message here for Virgo. Follow your own bliss or create it. Please don't wait for it. You'll spend years of your life like she did. Don't ever let someone or something leave you feeling stuck and stagnant. You were born to be happy. You have a North Star. You have a destiny. It's not waiting around for something or someone else to come along or improve. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for Virgo and all Virgo placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Swords. That's how you're going to do it. That's how you're going to break free. Slow incremental progress to acquire. How do I break out of this? Or how do I change? Or what do I have to change? Tell me more about the Two of Swords here. Tell me more about the Two of Swords here. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands, 6 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Man, are you really up in your head? So in terms of advice, you know, the Knight of Pentacles is taking slow, steady, incremental progress to make change. This change, this pivot, this mindset isn't going to happen overnight, and that's okay. In the Page of Swords advice, it's learn more. Learn, how do I change? Let me learn more about this. Let me learn more about myself. It's a card of inquiry. Two of Swords, you don't have to make any sudden move just yet. Until you learn more, until you feel comfortable to set out in this new adventure or to pivot or to find a new job, you don't have to make any quick split decisions, meaning you don't have to walk into work tomorrow and quit your job because you realize Jen is right and the job sucks. No, find another job first, right? Knight of Pentacles to the Page of Swords. Do what Sarah did. Find another job. So this is telling you you don't have to make an abrupt decision tomorrow. But you can take small, steady, incremental progress to learn what needs to be changed or how you can change it. And once you do that, King of Swords, 6 of Wands, and 9 of Swords. As an advice card, 9 of Swords is think about it. Think about it clearly. Think about the next steps clearly. King of Wands is taking inspired action. 6 of Wands towards victory. But what I will say with the 9 of Swords, once you get there, make sure it doesn't go to your head. Once you figure this out, this process, and you land the job of your dreams, or you open your own company, or you find your soulmate, or whatever bliss is for you, and you identify it, this could also be a warning in terms of advice from Spirit, is like, once you take inspired action, King of Wands, to find your victory, 6 of Wands, don't let it get to your head. Don't become egoic about it. Maintain a level of humility. Remember how much hurt and pain and this whole process that it took you to get to this, to achieve this. Like, don't become too egoic. That could be a little warning for some of you. But yeah, 3 of Cups. You have celebration, victory, and happiness waiting here for you. It just will require you to pivot. And if you take small incremental steps to do that, you'll definitely get there. Like, I have no doubt about it. You're well on your way. And maybe this tarot reading for some of you is what will help you have that realization that you don't have to wait for anything or anyone. Life is what you make it and how you create it. And you're the magician in tarot, right? You share that with Gemini. You have all of the tools and capabilities to create the life you want. You don't have to wait for anyone to bring it to you. That is what I have for you. That is your timeless message, Virgo. I absolutely loved it for you. I hope you did too. Navigating by the stars, following your bliss, or even creating it yourself. That's your timeless message. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's see what your timeless message is. We have Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. And I have your new deck, which I absolutely love. Tell me more about the wandering path here for Libra and all Libra placements. What do they need to know about the wandering path? I think there's a need here for you to be sly like a fox on your path here. There's a compass here, a map. This is telling you to stop and smell the roses, to enjoy all of your successes, however large or small they may be. 10 of Wands, bottom of the deck. Okay, tell me more about the wandering path here for Libra. What do they need to know about the wandering path? Wandering path for Libra and all Libra placements. One more shuffle now. Oh, thank you. What was that flipped over? The Ace of Wands. Talk about a new beginning. Tell me more about this for Libra. Let's get 3 more cards on the table and all Libra placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. Followed by the 3 of Swords, the Reader, which I do like that card in this deck, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the 7 of Pentacles. So this new beginning comes at a cost for you. And I kind of felt like that was the message when I first saw that card, is stopping and smelling the roses through the heartaches, through the difficulties, through all the challenges that you have, creating the life that you want, slow and steady. Some of you are very internally conflicted here about investing in your journey, in your life's journey. There's something that's very heavy for you here. So I want to start to break this down a bit. Tell me more about the 3 of Swords here for Libra. Tell me more about the 3 of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords. So this new beginning, this new path has come with lots of lessons for you, unfortunately. Tell me more about the 3 of Swords here for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Page of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess. So the heartache that you have, experienced in your life has maybe soured you a bit when it comes to love, understandably so. And so I feel like I'm speaking to a group of Libras or Libra placements where you have difficulty, or in the near future will be having some difficulty investing in a love connection, whether it's the one you're in or you will be in, or a future one, you know, whenever you see this reading. But you have difficulty because of past pains and past hurts. Now, you're in the Queen of Wands energy, whether you're masculine or feminine. So the heartbreak, the experiences you have had, the losses you have had, have made you stronger, have made you more resilient. They also have sharpened your intuition. So you wouldn't be the individual you are today had it not been for all of the 3 of Swords experiences you have had in your life. And so even though you're on this new path, it comes at a high price, right? A price of heartbreak. And so I feel in respect to love, you might be giving very little to the current connection, or again, if you're single, to a future connection. Even though you're manifesting it to some degree, wanting to create it, wanting to have it, there's still little investment here. So for some of you, you allow the past heartbreaks to affect how much you invest in your love connections, whether they're platonic or romantic. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles here for Libra. Tell me more about the Knight of Pentacles here for Libra and all Libra placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles being clarified by the World, the 3 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. So the lessons you have learned have definitely made you, they have sharpened your spirituality. They have sharpened your beliefs. They have sharpened your intuition. But again, they come at the cost of your heart. All of the various cycles and connections in your life that have closed have put you on a steady forward path, a new beginning. But in this Nine of Wands energy, you have the expectation that the pattern will repeat again. So it's almost like I'm afraid to continually invest in love, platonic or romantic, maybe even both, because I'm afraid of the pattern. I'm afraid that Nine of Wands could easily become Ten of Wands. And so there's a fear here that kind of holds you back from creating the life that you want. So I feel like some of you are just wandering now when it comes to love. Again, platonic or romantic connections. It's almost like you have, you're almost giving power to the pain, allowing it to control who you love and how much you love or how much you give of yourself, because you're like constantly on guard, thinking that someone will burn you again. And look, if it's not your reading, it's not your reading. But this is what I'm picking up for the Libra collective at this time, or at the time you see this reading, and Libra placements. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Like, what was, it's almost like I'm afraid to love again, because then conflict will come. Then the burdens will come. Then the patterns will repeat. And then I'll be stuck again wondering, do I want to keep investing in this? So some of you play really small when it comes to the heart, because the only cup card on the table is the Page of Cups. Tell me more about the Five of Swords here. Tell me more about the Five of Swords here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Five of Swords is clarified by King of Wands, the Hermit, and the Nine of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Emperor. Very resistant to take Queen of Wands, King of Wands, to take inspired action. It's like you're internally conflicted. You hold yourself back from moving towards your wish fulfillment, your Nine of Cups, no matter how you define it, person, place, or thing, platonic or romantic if we're talking about a person or a type of connection. But you hold yourself back because I don't want it to be a fight again, or I don't want to end up in a confrontational or toxic type of relationship. So it's almost like you argue with yourself. Like you want love, you want wish fulfillment, but you're afraid to be vulnerable with it because of your past hurts. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles here for Libra. You have the ability to do it. Like you have enough love in your heart to do this. You have the passion, you have the desire, you have the drive, you have the long-term goal, but you're almost like afraid to invest too much. Tell me more about the Seven of Pentacles here for Libra and all Libra placements. Eight of Swords, really up in your head about it. Do I want to continue investing? Four of Swords, Knight of Swords, and we go right back to Five of Swords. Four swords in the Four of Swords card and one in the hand of the Knight. So I'm speaking to a group of you, or, a collective group of you, where you are afraid to chase your wish fulfillment, or you're afraid to put your all, right? Nine of Cups, Page of Cups would be 10 cups. You're afraid to go for the gold because of these past hurts. You're like at a block. I feel like the Enjoy the Journey card here is trying to tell you to, again, enjoy the small victories. Like, enjoy the good days. Don't just focus so much on the negative. There is so much good in your life. There is so much good. Even your negative experiences had some good to them. So try not to focus so much on the relationships that ended in terms of like how they ended, or thinking too much about why they ended, but appreciating that you had those situations, environments, or connections in your life, appreciating the lessons you learned from them, even appreciating the exchanges of love that you had within them before they came to an end. Let's get some advice here for you. Advice for Libra and all Libra placements. Let's get some advice here for Libra. Actually, before we get the advice, reader to the Knight of Pentacles. Let's clarify the reader to the Knight of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. 2 cards came out. The 5 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, wow, and the 10 of Swords. 6 of Wands, really holding yourself back from victory. So let's say this is a business idea that you have, right? Queen of Wands, King of Wands, these are the entrepreneurs of tarot. So let's say you've always wanted this business and you have an idea of what it would look like. You know that if you made slow and steady progress towards it, you could definitely create it, right? You could bring it to fruition. You could be very successful at it. You know that it would be ultimate wish fulfillment for you. However you define that, emotionally, financially, combination of the two. But maybe you've had a few businesses in the past that you tried and they failed on you. Now you're allowing those failures to block you from starting the new business. This is just an example. Instead, it's saying, enjoy the journey. This is the path of life. This is the path of creating a business. Instead of looking at it like, I can't create the next business because it'll fail like all the others. Instead, look at the businesses that you created and the good experiences you had. What did you learn from them in terms of, developing your skills? Or maybe you learned something new, how to market or how to advertise. But then also appreciating that you had them. Yes, I started a business, only lasted 3 months and it failed. Or I started a business, only lasted 3 years and it failed. Yes, but appreciate that you were able to even create that opportunity for yourself. And whether you achieve the pinnacle of success in them or not, which clearly, right, you didn't if they ended, still appreciate the fact of all of the lessons and knowledge you gained just from starting them. So certainly don't let the past failures then stop you from creating the business that you want. Again, I'm only using that as an example. For some of you, this very well could be love related. Again, I'm not going to pour too much into finding the perfect partner or taking the relationship that I have to a higher level of commitment or investing myself too much into it because past lovers have hurt me or the current lover has hurt me. And I just don't want to be vulnerable that way again. But it's almost like focusing too much on the negatives. There's all swords here and wands, and they're not the good ones. So your one good one is how you start this. I want a new beginning in whatever this is, person, place, or thing, situation, environment, or connection, platonic or romantic, but I'm allowing all of these past hurts, pains, difficulties, losses, etc. to prevent me from actually going for the gold, which is here. Look at that. 6 of Wands to the 5 of Wands. Do you think you don't deserve it? Am I speaking to a group of you? I'm asking as if you can answer me. Do you think that you don't deserve it? Or I think some of you think you don't deserve it. Or because it hasn't happened yet, I'm not going to get, this is like, so I'll give you an example for myself. So I've battled my weight since I was in high school. And there were times where I looked fantastic in a 2-piece bathing suit. And there were times that I felt like a beached whale on the beach. Okay. And I've gone through these cycles my whole life. But every time I decide, okay, I kind of let myself go a bit now. I have to get back into the exercise regimen or I have to start eating better. I'm not going to find any progress with it. If I keep saying, well, the last 5 times I tried it, it didn't work out, or I didn't have Knight of Pentacles sustainable results, right? I only lost the weight for a year or for 6 months, and then it came back again. So why should I bother? But if your wish fulfillment is to look better and feel better for yourself, right, for your own health, why would you let the 4 or 5 times that you tried in the past or however many deter you from trying it again? Or if you're a smoker and you're like, I want to quit smoking, but every time I tried in the past, it only lasted for a couple of days or a weeks or a few months and I went back to it. Why would you instead look at it and say, well, what did I learn from the past failures? Why didn't my dietary program last? Why didn't I have sustainable results? Like actually look at the failure, not as a failure, but as a lesson. The last 5 times I tried to quit smoking, it didn't work. Why? What could I have done differently? It's almost like trying to extract, or what you should be doing is trying to extract knowledge from the losses and using them to fuel you moving towards Ace of Wands, your Nine of Cups, again, whatever that is for you, as opposed to having this like self-defeatist attitude of, I'm never going to get there because it didn't work out in the past. You're literally blocking your own victory by doing that. Let's get you some advice here. Can I have some advice for Libra? I want to tell you to get out of your own way mentally. Way too many swords on the table. And I know you're an air sign. I'm your opposite sign, Gemini. But this is a bad place for us to be in. And we'll also do a disservice to ourselves. Because what we want to be or who we want to be or whatever goal that is and what we want to achieve, we're more than capable, all of us, regardless of where you are on the zodiacal wheel, we're all capable of achieving it. But if we continue to allow all of this to stop us, we're never going to get there. And that's when we look at it and say, well, it's unattainable. But is it unattainable? Is it really unattainable? Or are you allowing past defeats to convince you of that? It's like a self-defeating prophecy. I'm not even going to try because I'll end up being a failure. This message is striking for me, the one I had for you a couple of weeks ago. I mean, even though it's a timeless reading, but I did a reading for Libra, I believe, where it said, you're being too hard on yourself. So whatever this is for you, love, money, your finances, starting a business, weight loss, getting healthier, quitting a habit, whatever that Nine of Cups represents for you, go for it again. Go for it again. And so what if you fail? You can try again next time. But you'll never know if that next time you do it is actually the Six of Wands to the Nine of Cups if you never try. You'll never know. So do you want to live the rest of your life in regret that you never went for it? Let's get 3 cards of advice here for Libra. Yeah, enjoy the journey. Appreciate the experiences, even the failures. Learn from them. They're all helping you to actually get to your goal. There's something valuable there in every loss to get you to where you want to be or who you want to be. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for Libra and all Libra placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. I definitely love this new deck for you. 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands. There it goes again. Ace of Pentacles. There's your new beginning. 3 of Pentacles. Start working at quieting the voices within yourself. 5 of Wands. Get out of your own way. So I don't know, for some of you, that's meditation, that's yoga, walks out in nature, centering yourself, self-care, doing something nice for yourself. Start at once a week. If you're not used to doing something nice for yourself, just do something nice once a week. When I left my marriage, I decided I'm going to take a bubble bath once a week. I know it sounded really stupid, but while I was married, I never had the time for me. I was too busy helping to run the business, manage a couple investment properties we had, take care of the house. You know, I was full-time worker, full-time kind of like business partner to him, wife to his 2 children from a previous marriage. Then I had to take care of the house. We had a very large home, pets, and a lot weighed on me. So I never had time for me. So one of the first things I did when I ended up in this home was, and this house needs so much work, it still does, it's 1860 Victorian, but I decided once a week was going to be for me. And I started my ritual that I still do to this day. It's almost 5 years later, Friday night bubble bath. I've missed maybe a handful in 5 years, maybe because I was sick or, you know, I literally had other plans that night or something like that. But almost every Friday night, I just want to relax and nurture me. So do something even like that. Nurture yourself. Do something once a week for yourself. And then after a couple of weeks or a couple of months, do 2 things every week nice for yourself. You don't have to blow a lot of money. You don't have to run up the credit card debt. Do something nice. Watch a movie that you really want to watch. Whatever it is that will make your heart happy. I think you need to start nurturing yourself. There's also daily affirmations you can do. That helped me a lot. Wake up in the morning, look in the mirror, say something really nice to yourself about yourself. There's a link on my website, thetimelinetarot.com. If you go to resources, there's a free website there, and you can look at your daily affirmations, print them out. I have them on little Post-it notes. Put them on your bathroom mirror or whatever's the first mirror you see in the morning, and say something nice to yourself every day. Start building up your confidence. Work at knocking away this Five of Pentacles, this noise from within, so you can have victory towards whatever this is. And there's your new beginning, your Ace of Pentacles. That's how you'll achieve your goal. Getting out of your way. Some of you need to quiet the disquieting voices within yourself. Says, I can't do it, or I'm never going to achieve it because it didn't work in the past. No, enjoy the journey, all the highs, all the lows, and learn from them. It's all part of your divine path. Whatever you do, don't leave this earth with any regrets. So once you identify what that Nine of Cups is, and look, we're going to have lots of Nine of Cups in our life. The health regimen we want, the house we want, the person we want, the car we want. It's lots of Nine of Cups in our life. You can't say no to all of them because you're afraid, because you never were able to attain them in the past. Your life will never grow, right? You'll never really enjoy the full depth and breadth of your journey here on Earth. So I would say to get out of your own way, start with the daily affirmations. Be kind to yourself. Some of you are your biggest critics. Stop doing that. If I could slap your wrist, I would. Stop doing that. The world is hard enough on you. You're the last person who needs to be hard on themselves. Okay? That's what I have for you, my dear. Enjoy the journey, the highs and the lows. Learn from the lows and appreciate the highs, and continue working towards your goal. It's all part of your life path. So whatever you do, Libra, enjoy the journey. That is what I have for you, my dear. That's your timeless message. If you like this message and it resonates with you, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio. Let's see what your timeless message is, my dear. We have miracles. Expect wondrous to emerge. Oh, my. Expect miracles, Scorpio. Stop thinking it'll never happen, that'll never happen. I'll never have that type of relationship or that type of job, or I'll never own my own business. Kind of like Libra, get out of your own way negatively. Expect the wondrous to emerge. Tell me more about these miracles for the Scorpio collective. What do they need to know about these miracles? Oh my God, bottom of the deck, the Star card. If you have a wish, make a wish. Tell me more about miracles here for the Scorpio collective. What do they need to know about miracles? One more shuffle. Thank you. Miracles clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Magician, the Lovers, of course, and the Fool card. Well, bottom of the deck, the Hermit, Justice, and Death, which is your card. Look at all of the major arcana cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Huge out of a 7-card spread. So if that's not a miracle, I don't know what is. 4 of Cups. Get out of this. Get out of this. It's never going to happen. It's never going to come to me. You are manifesting from a negative mindset. And your thoughts are becoming your reality. So I'm never going to find the one, or my relationship will never get stronger. I'll never find the job. I'll never be able to open up my own business. Never, never, never will give you the result of never, never, never. So 3 of Pentacles to the Magician. Actively work. Put in the Pentacle energy, the time, the money, the love, the commitment, emotionally, spiritually, and physically to manifest the life that you want. Make the choice to make the change. What a clear-cut reading. Make the choice to make the change, and then watch it all unfold. The Hermit to the Justice to the Death card. Your karmic justice, spiritual growth, karmic justice, and complete transformation of your life. And the miracle comes in when you aren't even looking. 4 of Cups. He's eating at the table. He's enjoying his food. And now here comes the miracle. He's not even seeing it on the table. I feel like that's when it comes in for you. But there's a need here for you to actively work on manifesting whatever it is here that you want to create, not just lighting your candles and doing your manifestation rituals. And I don't knock that. I do that too. but you have to put in the pentacle energy. You have to make the choice to put in the pentacle energy. So from this moment forward, I'm going to do things differently. I'm not just going to hope and pray. I'm actually going to co-create with the universe. And as my life transforms, the miracles will happen, says the ghost in my 1860 Victorian attic that are playing with the cat toy. He's not up here. He's downstairs sleeping. So that just triggered by itself. I forget who else that went off for. Maybe Virgo or Cancer. Okay. Let's start to clarify a bit. Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more about the Magician here. What are you manifesting? Obviously, I know it's different for all of you, but it might help me narrow down the reading for some of you. Tell me more about the Magician here for Scorpio and all Scorpio placements. Why is the Magician card here? What is Scorpio manifesting? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Five of Wands, the Sun card, and Temperance. Wow. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. You don't play small now, do you? Bottom of the deck, 7 of Cups. Choices, options, emotional fulfillment also can be seen as the 7 of Cups. You're looking for a balance, and you're manifesting your way on how to get there. 5 of Wands, like I want to work towards it. I want to fight towards it. I want the strength and courage and conviction to get there. So do it. Tell me about the Lovers here for Scorpio and Scorpio placements. Although I'm taking it as the original meaning in tarot as, you know, making the choice, right? The ultimate choice to be proactive. It's almost like creating your own miracles instead of waiting around for them to come to you. It's sort of like the Virgo message. Don't just stand at the shoreline waiting for the ship to come in. Realize that you have everything it takes to build your own ship. Tell me more about the Lovers here. Bottom of the deck, 4 of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Lovers here for Scorpio and all Scorpio placements. Man, I tell you, when you people manifest, you really go for the gold. Tell me more about the Lovers here for Scorpio and Scorpio placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Lovers, clarified by the 5 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Tower. What do you just expect this person to fall out of the sky? I think that's the choice you have to make. That's your revelation here. 4 of Wands. That's how you walk onto a new timeline, realizing you can create your own miracle. You don't have to wait for anyone to bring it to you, right? And the 5 of Cups card, ironically, very different than in the other decks. The 3 cups, 3 glasses are here. 2 already on the table. You already know this. You either already have this connection in your life or you know exactly what it should look like. Your hands are already on it. So you already know this person, or you've already identified the type of person that you want. If we're talking about romantic love here. Queen of Swords, you know this. You hold the Ace of Swords. So you and look how she's looking at the 2 cups that he's holding. So again, you have already identified this person or the type of person. The Tower. I want to know why the Tower is here. Maybe that's your revelation. Maybe this reading for you ends up being some kind of revelation for you of like, yeah, I already know that this person is in my life, or I've already identified the kind of person I want in my life. The Emperor shows it himself again, masculine or feminine. For some of you, this very well could be a love reading. Tell me more about the Tower here. Tell me more about the Tower. One more shuffle. Thank you. Tower is being clarified by 2 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and 6 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Knight of Swords. This realization will happen for you when you are working on other things in your life. Okay, so let's say, I'll give you an example. Like, let's say this is a romantic person, right? We're talking about a romantic connection here. Whether you know this person or not, the relationship gets to this stage of being a miracle, right? What you've always wanted. 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. When you're busy balancing your healing and your finances and yourself and your life. Wasn't your reading for this week something about you, and I'm a Scorpio moon, so I should remember this. Now, this is a timeless reading, but I'm pretty sure for the week of January 19, 2025, your reading talked about you like conserving your energy, something like that. Like protecting it, conserving it. There's a need here for you. If this is a love reading, whether you've identified the Two of Cups individual or not, the soulmate soul bond connection or not, or you just have an idea of what you'd like this person to be. This person comes in when you're not focused on it. That's the miracle. That's the miracle. That's when this comes in, this Sun to the Temperance. When you are busy balancing and focusing on your healing, financial healing could be Two of Pentacles to Four of Swords. You know, Six of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, that's Eight Pentacles. That's you mastering yourself. The Eight of Pentacles is an apprentice. It's an individual who's working on themselves or their goal, their dream, their task, whatever it is, their project. And they work on it every day until they become a master of it. So this doesn't come in. Although you've identified him or her, or they, I don't know what pronoun they use, no judgment here. But they come in, this individual comes in when you're not focused on it, when your energy is focused on you, healing yourself, healing your resources, healing your space, healing your money. That's when this comes in. Redirecting your energy. That's when you can expect wondrous miracles to occur. Tell me about justice here for Scorpio and the Scorpio Collective. I'm not going to clarify the Death card because that's you, baby, and your power. Too focused on the person, place, or thing, or outcome. It's like you got to reshift, redirect your energy. There are other things in your life. I forget who I was saying this to. Maybe it was Libra. Throughout our life, we have multiple Nine of Cups, right? Wish fulfillment. That's the house I want. That's the car I want. That's the dream job I want, right? That's the relationship. That's the person. Tons of nine of Cups. You kind of have figured it all out, right? Because the Sun card is 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles. So you kind of figured out everything that would make you happy. But you're only focused on one thing. Well, what about, you know, if we're looking in terms of like Nine of Cups, you're focused on the one cup, Ace of Cups. Well, what about the others? Aren't your finances just as important? Isn't your space just as important? Isn't self-mastery and self-care just as important? You have other life goals other than this one connection, whether you've identified it or not. I feel like it's time for you to direct your energy into those things. So the Death card is like, once you master that way of thinking, that's when you're truly in your power, Scorpio. That's the transformation that you need in your life. And then this miracle can come in, because this is clear what you want. However you identify that Two of Cups. That's obviously what you want or who you want. But if all you do is focus on it, what about all of your other wish fulfillments? Tell me about the Justice card here. I feel like that's when you can lay down your sword. That's when your life is transformed. We're also going to see this Fool card energy, but tell me more about Justice here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Justice is clarified by Knight of Swords, Seven of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Fight your way to victory. Eight of Wands. Stop holding yourself back. You know, it's like in the Knight of Swords energy, you know, the Knight of Swords is not a yes ma'am, yes sir knight. This is an individual that rides into battle holding the Ace of Swords, which consequently the Queen of Swords holds, right? Yeah, we have the Queen of Swords here. So you know what your truth is. You know what you desire in your life, right? In all aspects of your life. But Seven of Swords, you hold yourself back. This is like you almost like gaslighting yourself. Well, I can't achieve the sun until I have this. Why not? Why can't other things in your life bring you the sun? Why is it totally dependent on this one connection or this one person? I'm asking you as if you can answer me, but dramatic pause. But Seven of Swords, this is you, right? I'm clarifying this for you. Like you're you're stealing victory from yourself, Six of Wands, in all other aspects of your life. Because like, well, I'm not going to move forward with anything else till this works out. No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. It's getting victory and all this other stuff that brings this in. Whether it's the current person or the person you've identified or someone new. Stop holding yourself back from moving forward and having victory. I think you've put all of your happiness in one basket, the relationship basket. Look, if it's not your reading, don't take it. Check another placement. But I've tapped into a group of Scorpios and Scorpio placements where you've put all your eggs in one basket. But if this person landed on your doorstep tomorrow, whoever he or she may be, it does not solve anything else in your life that you need to heal. Your financial healing, your space. Maybe some of you need to work on saving money to buy a new car, launch a business, or get an existing business off the ground. It doesn't solve any of those other things. You're still not at 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles just because this walks in your life tomorrow. So I think there's a need here for you to redirect your focus, your energy on all of these other goals and dreams and aspirations you have. The miracle is that when you do that, this is what emerges out of it when you're not looking. When you get busy living and get busy putting your other needs first, that's when this rolls in. That's your victory. Right now, you sabotage your victory. I won't be happy until I have this person. Bullshit. You have a plethora of other objectives to meet and goals to meet and dreams to make come true. When they come in, they come in. And they will come in. You're kind of sabotaging them from coming in. The miracle comes in when you aren't looking. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for you. Oh, I want to clarify the Fool card. Sorry. Let's clarify the Fool card here for Scorpio and all Scorpio placements. The 4 of Pentacles. You gotta stop holding yourself back. Tell me about the Fool card here. Once you shift this mindset and the application of your energy, that's truly when you have your new beginning. Oh my God, Ace of Pentacles. That's truly when you have the new beginning. So tell me about the new beginning. Tell me about the new beginning. 3 of Wands. I like that. Looking out into the future. Expanding knowledge. Expanding your life. Not waiting around anymore. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. Holding the Ace of Wands. The 2 of Swords. And the 3 of Cups. I think once you, the World card, this is a mindset. This is having to close the door once and for all on a mindset that your 3 of Cups, your happily ever after, is being blocked. You're literally blocking it. 3 of Wands and 3 of Cups. Your forward movement, your forward expansion of your life, your forward progress, the celebration, the victory, blocked. Your new beginning is when you realize I need to focus and pour my energy into me and other aspects of my life. That's when this comes in. World card, the Moon, the 7 of Cups, the options, the choices, the Knight of Cups, the love, the 2 of Cups, the soulmate, soul bond connection that you're waiting at this table for. That's when it comes in. Literally, you can't make this up. How many times did I shuffle that deck? When you close the door on this way of thinking, when you don't see it coming, comes all of these cups of emotional fulfillment. And here comes a love offer you're waiting for. That Knight holds a cup. The 2 of Cups is your 3 of Cups. Is your celebration, is your victory, is your happiness. This is all about miracles. Miracles will unfold for you when you change your mindset and shift the focus of your energy. That's a great reading for you. That is how you transform your life. And that is you manifesting the life you want. That 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. And don't focus all your energy on one thing. That is your timeless reading. And as a Scorpio moon, I love that very, very much. That is what I have for you, my dear. That is how you actively manifest. And that is your timeless reading. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Scorpio, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's see what your timeless message is, my dear. We have transformation. A fresh new way emerges. Let me make sure my mic is on. Yes, it is. Sorry. Transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. Look at you, Saggy. So let's get into your deck now. Tell me more about transformation for Sagittarius and the Sagittarius placements. What do they need to know about transformation? Lord, I live in an old 1860 Victorian, and the cat toy goes off periodically all by itself. My cat is downstairs napping, so, okay. All right, clearly the spirits are present. Tell me more about transformation here for Sagittarius and the Sagittarius collective. Some of you are on a whole new life path, or you're about to be. Bottom of the deck, the Empress. Wow. Okay, birthing or like rebirthing a whole new chapter of your life, a whole new you, a whole new life. Tell me more about transformation now, please, for Sagittarius and the Sag collective. All Sag placements, one more shuffle. Thank you. This is being clarified by the Nine of Wands, the Empress, there she is again, the Knight of Wands, and the Strength card. Wow. Bottom of the deck, we have Two of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, and Page of Pentacles. I think some of you are learning that like the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome but never receiving one. That's kind of how I see the Nine of Wands card in your reading today. Bottom of the deck, Five of Wands, yeah. And it's almost like you have been internally conflicted. Now remember, this is a timeless reading, so it's whenever you find this, that's when this message is for you. But I kind of feel like you've been internally conflicted, like, well, and this could be regarding your professional, personal, or romantic life, okay? But it's like, I keep doing this over and over again, and it's not changing. You're not giving up. You know, you have the perseverance to show up on the battlefield every day in your glorious fire energy, wanting victory, but not being able to achieve it in whatever this one particular aspect is of your life. And you've kind of been internally conflicted on, well, what do I need to do to change it? So for some of you, this is a mindset change, which will then shift your entire life. A fresh new way of living emerges, yeah. So this is some deep soul searching here on how do I change this. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands. Now, obviously, it's different for all of you. Let's see if I can at least narrow it down for some of you. King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands here for Sagittarius Collective and all Sag placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. Nine of Wands clarified by Two of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Knight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool, which is a whole new beginning. So whether this is regarding your finances or regarding love, I feel like it has been very difficult for you because it's been challenging. I'll put it that way. It's been challenging. It's like, well, I'm doing the same thing every day. Let's say you own your own business, only an example. I'm doing the same thing every day. I'm trying to balance my time commitment to whatever this business endeavor is. But I'm never quite reaching the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like I'm always stuck at the Two of Pentacles. Even though I'm very persistent, I'm not giving up. But then in that respect, there would be a need here for you to transform the way you're doing the business. Maybe the business model needs to be changed. Maybe you need to implement something new or do something you're already doing in a little bit different of a way, like pivot and make some changes. Knight of Cups. That's when the offers come in or the clients come in or the reward comes to you. So for some of you, it could be something like that. This could be in regards to a relationship as well. Doing the same thing over and over again, but never achieving the pinnacle of your relationship, the Ten of Pentacles, always at the Two of Pentacles. So for some of you, or I want to say for most of you, regardless of what this is, whatever this full outcome is for yourself, there may be a need here for you to pivot and change the way you're approaching it. Transforming the way you approach it will transform the result. And it will get you closer to the desired result that you actually want. And I feel like some of you are in that process now of figuring that out. Like the way I've been doing relationships, it's just, or this one particular relationship, for those of you where this is a relationship reading, it's like I'm not getting to the Ten of Pentacles. So tell me about the Knight of Wands here. I feel like, well, actually, you know what? Tell me about the Empress. Because I feel like that's where the transformation comes into play. Actually going through this process of doing the same thing over and over again and not having the desired outcome or yielding the desired results is what's enabling you to stop and pause and think about it. And that will help you to birth it in a new way, to transform it in a new way. So tell me about the Empress here for Sag and Sag placements. Tell me about the Empress here. One more shuffle, please and thank you. Empress is being clarified by the Four of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Death card. There's transformation twice. Scorpionic energy. Yeah, Ten of Swords, putting an end to the way you used to do it. Healing yourself, healing a pattern within yourself, healing, wanting to have control of the outcome. Sometimes we don't need to control the outcome. What we need to control is ourselves and the steps we're taking to achieve the outcome. Sometimes we don't see that the problem is us. Again, needing to pivot and change the way we approach the issue. Because the way you've been doing it has been very stressful on you, Ten of Wands. So I feel like this realization, which is probably what you're currently in at the time of this reading, is having that realization and saying, well, what if I changed this? That's the transformation. And then you can take inspired action towards your goal. Yeah, putting an end. Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, putting an end to this and having to do it differently, a different approach. Tell me about the Knight of Wands here for Sag and all Sag placements. Tell me about the Knight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, the Sun, marching right towards victory and happiness and success, which is the Ten of Cups, but also encompasses the Ten of Pentacles. That's what the Sun card is, the Disneyland of Tarot, the best of both. So tell me about the Knight of Wands here, taking inspired action. One more shuffle. Thank you. Knight of Wands clarified by King of Wands. See the escalation once we start doing things differently. Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups. The offers come in. Eight of Wands, lightning fast. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. Again, a new beginning. So transforming your life, transforming your thinking, or transforming your pattern, or transforming your belief. Going from the Knight of Wands, inspired action, to really the leader right here in the King of Wands. That's what enables that Knight of Cups, that Page of Cups, the offers to come in. The new job offer, the new clients, the love offer, the strengthening of a current connection. Transforming your mindset is what brings it in very quickly. Now, it takes a lot of courage and strength here in the Strength card to realize that sometimes the way we've been doing things and them not yielding the desired outcome or desired result is our fault. It's us. It's our approach. That takes a lot of strength and bravery to admit that. But I feel like I'm speaking to a group of you, obviously not every Sagittarius or everyone with a Sag placement. But this message is clearly for a group of you where you have the bravery and the courage and the conviction to see this within yourself and to change yourself to move forward. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles here, because I see here you having the strength to move forward. I like the Two of Swords in this deck because in the Two of Swords in this deck, she's not looking to fight. The blades are down. She's utilizing her intuition. She can't see anything. See, in the typical Two of Swords card, like in the original Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, the swords are up in the air. She's blocking emotion. She's blocking movement. These are the swords are down. I get a very different vibe off of this card in your deck. I use a different deck for all 12 zodiac signs. So this is being able to like lay my arms down, right? I don't need to fight, and I certainly don't need to be in a mode of indecision, and I don't need to block anything. I feel like your goal here, what you've been wanting to achieve here, has been blocked by you, and that might be the realization here. And for some of you, this could just be, I'm at the same job over and over again, or I'm in the same relationship over and over again, and the relationship isn't changing. So I need to change. Either I need to change the way I show up in the relationship, the way I behave and react and interact within the relationship, or the relationship itself just needs to go. But it's the realization here that something has to give. I remember 3 years or so, 3.5 years, before I left my marriage, before I told him I wanted a divorce, I was in the circle of the Nine of Wands. Same thing every day, giving my all, or what I thought at the time was my all, but never getting to the Ten of Pentacles. Now, don't get me wrong. We had a great life and business and investment properties, and the finances weren't an issue. But the Ten of Pentacles also encompasses the Ten of Cups, because it's the pinnacle of everything in the Ten of Pentacles energy. It's almost like the Sun card, but not quite. But we weren't there. We were there financially, but we weren't there emotionally. And I realized something had to give. Something had to transform here. And what it was the connection itself. It had to go. It was time for it to go. I had stayed in it far longer than I had to. The moment I made that decision to transform my life, and I realized he hasn't been holding me back. He is what he is. The relationship is what it is. I could stay in it and ride it out for the next 40, 50 years of my life and know that the way it is today is the best it'll ever be again. Or I can realize that I have the strength and courage to transform my life by walking away from it. Instead of blocking my happiness and staying in a connection that was no longer happy, financially beneficial, but that was about it. Or I could actually tap into my intuition and follow my happiness. And that's exactly what I ended up doing. He's all the more better for it today, and so am I. And so whatever this is for you that you've been doing over and over again, I think for a lot of you, you either have to transform the pattern within yourself, or again, the way you're showing up to work, to the job, to the friend connection, to the family connection, to the love connection, or decide that it needs to be put to bed and a whole new you needs to come out of it. But there's definitely a stall here for some of you, trying to transform your life, or again, some type of person, place, or thing. Or I shouldn't say you're trying to change a person, trying to change a connection. And it's just not working out for you. So something's got to give. Something needs to transform. And if you're doing your best to transform yourself and there still aren't any changes, then maybe what you need is actually a whole new beginning elsewhere, like finding another job, finding other friends, connecting with other family members, or finding new people, new friends that become like family, leaving this love ship if that's what it is for you. Whatever this is for you, you've been doing it over and over again, and it's just not working out. So I feel like you're at the point where like something's got to give. And you're absolutely right with that. So tell me about this Page of Pentacles here. Tell me more about the Page of Pentacles. Because I feel for a lot of you, this is will be very independent of you. Like when you transform, we go 8 of Pentacles, which is a card of self-mastery. That's working every day on yourself, or again, whatever this is for you, and becoming a master of it, starting off as an apprentice. Like I have to clean the slate, right? Clean slate here. The way I've been doing it doesn't work. So I have to either learn a new way how to do it, or a new way how to live, or a new way how to become independent of it. And the 8 of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles holds a pentacle. That's 9 Pentacles. And 9 Pentacles is ultimate independence and autonomy, right? It's an individual who can take care of themselves physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially on their own. Do they need, or, do they want someone to have that 10th Pentacle so they can have the 10 of Pentacles? Absolutely. But if they're just in the 9 of Pentacles, they're good too. They may want that, but they don't literally need it to survive. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles. This is a solid new beginning here for you. A new way will emerge. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Page of Pentacles is clarified by the 3 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the Magician. It's all in your mind. I hate to say it that way, but the transformation here for you is mental. It will reveal itself in the 3D world, in the physical, but the change is mental. That new beginning, 3 of Wands, seeing things differently, expanding your life, the way you do things, brings you to victory. Magician to the 8 of Swords. It's literally all in your mind. So transforming the way you see something, realizing that what you've been existing in is no longer working, and either having to change your approach or to have to change that situation, environment, or connection completely. And for some of you, yeah, that might include taking inspired action to walk away from it. Like, you know, finding another job. King of Wands to the Page of Cups could be someone who's inquiring on other financial opportunities or employment opportunities or love opportunities. Whatever that Page of Cups here is for you that you so desperately are trying to get to or so desperately trying to bring towards you, realizing that something has to transform, either within yourself or, again, leaving whatever this is that hasn't been working out for you. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to changing your mindset. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for you, Saggy. 3 cards of advice here for Sag and all Sag placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your advice, Temperance, which is you in your power, 3 of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. To the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's your beginning. Leaving behind whatever that is for you. Now, could be a pattern, could be a mindset, could be a person, place, or thing. But your advice here is to do it in a very tempered and balanced way. And I think part of you knows this because you are a highly intuitive sign. I've always felt Sag was the most intuitive fire sign out of all 3. Leo second, Aries last. No offense to any of them. That's just my experience. So I feel like you kind of intuitively know this. Like, this is your truth. So now you just need help on taking that step. Transforming your mindset into knowing either the way I've been doing this or this particular thing is no longer working out for me, and taking a very balanced approach to leave it behind. That's what ushers in this passionate new beginning. Yes, Ace of Swords, 2 of Wands, and 7 of Wands. I like this. To the 6 of Wands, defending your victory and marching towards it by doing it differently. I do still feel that some of you are stuck, though, in taking this step. So I'd like to get some advice for you, because this is beautiful, believe it or not. Do you have to crack a few eggs, break a few eggs to make an omelet? Absolutely. But that's what will radically transform your life and put you on the right path, right? A fresh new way of living emerges. This transformation happens when you have a fresh new way of thinking about it. So staying in the connection and suffering, or staying at the job and suffering, will not make the connection one day the 10 of Pentacles, or will not make that job one day the 10 of Pentacles. The opportunity here for you is to transform the way you see it and say, I've been putting in all my efforts into something or someone that will never become what I truly desire it to be. And realizing that you're wasting time. Transforming that mindset puts you on a new path to where you're supposed to be. It's like a phoenix rising from the ashes. The Ace of Wands rising from the 3 of Swords. Will it be difficult for you to maybe leave this job in the sense of like heartbreaking? Maybe you've been there a long time and you have a lot of friends, or you've made good relations with your coworkers. Yes, but that's not a reason to stay in a toxic environment. Same thing with a relationship. And I know it. I was there. Staying in that connection for the affluence, what it looks like to the community, what will our friends and family say, was not a reason for me to stay on the rope-a-dope chain of the 9 of Wands for the rest of my life. You know, as a reader, I always say I look at what's on the table, but I also look at what's not on the table. Cups. So if this is a love relationship, it is a loveless relationship at the heart of it, because there aren't any cups here on the table. So maybe some of you are staying in a connection because what it looks like to other people, or the money that the two of you, you know, not the money, the resources that the two of you have built together. But if that's truly not your happiness, no matter how much of yourself you sacrifice and put into it, not only are you never going to really reach the 10 of Pentacles, where the hell's the 10 of Cups? It's like you've been waiting for the Page of Cups, you've been waiting for the Knight of Cups. It's not coming in. Perhaps it just doesn't exist in this connection anymore. Maybe you need a new friend, or a new, you know, create a new family for yourself, or a new love ship one day once you release this one. Bottom of the deck, yeah, Ace of Swords. Let's see, let's get advice for Sag, or the Sag collective, Sag placements. How do they take this leap? There's a leap here. Some of you, in order to make this transformation, for those of you that you're not leaving behind a pattern or a way thing, but actually leaving a person, place, or thing behind. What's the advice here? Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. Now we get to the love portion. So for those of you where it is a love connection, where's the leap? What's the leap you have to take to leave it behind? Because I see what you want, Four of Wands, but it's not where you're currently at. And maybe at some point it was, but now it's just more pentacles. It's more financial resources. Again, where's the love? So for the Sagittarians where this is a love connection, what is the advice for them? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Seven of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, my Lord, the Queen of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, Three of Pentacles, the Lovers. The Lovers to the Devil. Wow, to the Hierophant. Are some of you in like a toxic marriage or toxic connection, or in a relationship with someone who's in a relationship with someone else, or married to someone else? Jeez. If that's the case, you need to see this relationship for what it is. Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles. It emotionally depletes you, may financially deplete you. This person might make you feel like you're not good enough, or you're abandoned, or you're left out in the cold. There could be a lot of deception here with the Seven of Swords. That's all blocking you from actually nurturing yourself in this Queen of Pentacles energy. The Queen of Pentacles, regardless of whether or not you're masculine or feminine, is an energy, the energy of an individual who nurtures themselves. You're lacking the ability to do that because you're putting all your energy into dealing with a relationship or a partner here where it's Seven of Swords, Five of Pentacles. We have the Knight of Pentacles, Judgment, and the Three of Pentacles. I feel like this is you continually making the judgment call to offer this person a solid beginning or a solid re-beginning, or let's rebuild this, let's rebuild this. But I feel for a lot of you, what you're desiring here is actually quite toxic. And like for a small percentage of you, you're married to this person. That might be why you don't want to break up the Ten of Pentacles. In that case, you would have to make the choice with that Lover's card to see this person or this connection for what it truly is. It's not aligned with your goals. That's why you're unable to transform it the way you want to. I feel like happiness comes for you outside of this connection. Like actually departing it. Wow, I didn't expect to get that deep into your reading, Sag. And again, if it's not your reading, it's just not your reading. But whatever person, place, or thing this is, you've been trying to make it work or trying to bring love into the situation, but your counter, whoever this other individual is, the boss, the friend, the family member, the lover, they're not on the same page as you. Not on the same page as you. Where are you headed if you were to leave this? For the Sagittarians in this predicament, where are they headed once they decide, or if they decide to leave this? That's why your manifestations are blocked. Your manifestation isn't where you currently are. That's why no matter how much you try to transform this situation, it can't transform. Whatever contract this is for you, professionally, personally, or romantic, it has expired. Once you transform your opinion of it and see it for what it is, you'll realize it's time to go. Remember, we saw that Fool card twice. So where is Sag headed next? One more shuffle. Thank you. We have the Two of Wands. Looking out into the world, leaving behind the old, and grabbing the Ace of Wands, the beginning. That's where you have the world is your oyster. Ten of Swords, putting an end to that, and Ace of Swords. That's your breakthrough moment. Six of Cups, yeah, for some of you, this may be leaving behind some type of soulmate, soul bond connection, but transforming your life by realizing that contract has expired. The same way I had to admit that to myself with my marriage and setting out on a whole new course, putting an end to this. That's your victory, my friend. And there are other soulmates on your path. Oh, absolutely. And your wish fulfillment. They're there on your path. If you think that's the only person you're meant to be with for the rest of your life, you're mistaken, because the relationship you're supposed to be in for the rest of your life should never be 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, the Devil, etc., etc. There's no way that the divine creates for you a lifetime soulmate or twin flame, however you want to label it, and that's the best that they can give you. That's the lesson they were supposed to get you here. And some of you have stayed in this lesson for far too long, this connection. Don't be hard on yourself. I did the same thing. But once you see it for what it is, that's when you're able to move on from it. All your cards after that are absolutely beautiful, including your wish fulfillment here. And more soulmate, soul bond connections. But it will, in order to get there, you need to transform the way you see this. Once you transform that, then you're able to transform your life. Big, big change here for the Sag Collective and Sag placements. Again, if it's not your reading, that's okay. It's just someone else had to hear it. In that respect, you can just check another placement. But that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. A fresh new way of living emerges once you have a fresh new way of the way you're viewing the current situation, environment, or connection that it seems that you've been stuck in for a long time. That is your new beginning. And that is also your timeless message. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's see what your timeless message is. We have ascending the mountain. Keep going forward. So some of you could be trying to achieve a particular goal in your life, but I feel for a lot of you, the energy that I'm picking up here is that some of you have had to leave something behind. A mindset, a pattern, a way of doing things, a person, place, or thing. It's almost like you have eclipsed something out of your life. But the card here is telling you to keep going forward, like don't look back. You're on the right path. Whatever or whomever has left your life, it was meant for it to leave your life. The job, the person, the friend, etc., etc. Keep climbing the mountain. It may not be easy, but when you get there, it will be worth it. Tell me more about ascending the mountain now for Capricorn and all Capricorn placements. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, some of you have had to leave behind a person, place, or thing, or person, place, or thing left you behind. There's definitely a feeling here of abandonment, either that you feel you caused this or someone caused you to feel this way. Tell me more now about keep going forward for Capricorn and Capricorn placements. One more shuffle now. Thank you. Ascending the mountain, clarified by the world. Wow. Talk about putting something to an end and moving forward. The Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, love that. There you are in your energy. That's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And the 8 of Pentacles, working on a new path. Bottom of the deck, the Tower, the 7 of Swords, and the 10 of Pentacles. When you get there, this will have been worth it. So some of you have shut the door, or something shut the door on you, meaning a job ended abruptly. Maybe a job you thought you would be at for a couple more years or for the rest of your life has come to an end. And now you're on a whole new path, right? Knight of Pentacles holds in their hand the Ace of Pentacles, which is a brand new beginning, or the opportunity for one. The opportunity to go from the Ace of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. So for some of you, this was a job or something you were involved in for a long time that just, again, came to an abrupt end. For others of you, this could be a mindset, a pattern within yourself, something you were habitually doing that had to come to an end. So in that respect, maybe you're the one who shut it down, or I have to quit smoking, or I have to start eating better, or whatever it is. Taking care of myself better. For others of you, something else came to an end, like this could be a friendship, this could be a romantic partnership, but it definitely is significant because it's showing up here in tarot. It's the first card for you in this spread, and it's the World card. So something pretty monumental or significant closed out for you. And so you've been slowly trying to make progress, nurturing yourself, nurturing your environment, right? The Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing queen. Whether you're masculine or feminine, this is the energy of an individual who nurtures themselves, their space, their family, etc. And you've been working, Eight of Pentacles, crafting something new. Now, the Eight of Pentacles is a card of self-mastery. For some of you, you literally have been working on yourselves, trying to be a better Capricorn, right? The Eight of Pentacles is someone who starts off as an apprentice, and they work hard at something in the hopes of mastering it one day, and in the hopes of getting to the Ten of Pentacles, which we have there. For others of you, you could be learning a new craft, a new trade, maybe starting your own business. That very well could be it, since the Knight of Pentacles is holding the Ace of Pentacles. Whatever it is for you, you've been working hard at it. Unfortunately, I feel like whatever came to an end, you didn't expect it to come to an end with that Tower card. So whether you quit the job or the job quit you, it was an abrupt end. You quit the relationship or the relationship quit you, whether platonic or romantic. It was an abrupt end. It's not something you saw coming, or if you saw it coming, you kind of were hoping that it wouldn't happen. That's the feeling I'm getting here. It's almost like you've been forced onto a new path, not really one you wanted to be on. Now, if it's not your reading, it's just not your reading, but that's what I'm picking up for the group of Capricorns that this message is intended for. Now, I know that Tower moment has been different for all of you, but let's see if I can get a little bit more clear of a message from it. The Empress here is at the bottom of the deck. It's forced you to birth a new life or a new path, a new way of thinking. As the Empress gives birth to new things, new life. Tell me more about the Tower moment here. For the Capricorn Collective, tell me more about the Tower moment. One more shuffle. Thank you. And I will say to you, if this has not happened yet, if you're a Capricorn watching us saying, nope, then it's about to. So take it how it resonates to you. Either something significant in your life came to an end. And now, I don't know, for some of you, this could be your marriage ended because your spouse passed away, or you got a divorce, or like I said, you lost a job, or you abruptly quit one. Whatever it is for you, it's come to an end. If you're a Capricorn watching and say it hasn't happened, it's about to happen. So in that respect, maybe you need to see this reading so you know what your next steps are once this does happen. For those of you where it's already happened, you're in this progress now of like building or rebuilding your life, transforming your life, ascending the mountain. The Tower is being clarified by the Page of Cups, the Five of Cups, the loss, the regret, the grief, and the Eight of Cups, eclipsing. So something has been eclipsed out of your life or will be. Again, person, place, or thing, either of your doing or divine intervention. The Five of Cups, something that you love, something that you enjoyed learning about or participating in. You're either actively removing it from your life, or the divine is actively removing it out of your life. Like I said, for most of you, you've gone through this already. But for others, you know, for a small percentage of you, it's just happening. And that's probably why you're seeing the reading now. You suspect it's coming. You're an intuitive sign, even though you're an earth sign. So you suspect it's coming. The divine is telling you here to keep going forward, keep moving forward. I do want to see what the Seven of Swords is. I feel for some of you, you either are allowing or you will be allowing once the Tower falls. You're almost like sabotaging yourself, and maybe that's why you need to see this reading. I'm taking the Seven of Swords as being you, sabotaging your path to the Ten of Pentacles because you're allowing this to hold you back. So I'll give you an example. Let's say I'm talking to a Capricorn who was married or in a long-term commitment, and the relationship ended abruptly. They didn't see it coming, or you ended it, or maybe your spouse passed away. You could be sabotaging yourself from starting on a whole new journey, a whole new path, and finding someone else that you can get to the Ten of Pentacles to. But you have been blocking that, sabotaging yourself from ultimate happiness because you're still feeling the loss of whatever this was. And the same thing could be if a job has ended for you abruptly. Like, you know, you knew the job may be doing some layoffs, you've heard some rumors, but you weren't quite sure, and you were hoping you wouldn't be affected, and then boom, you come to work and you're told it's your last day. You could be in a state of emotional despair that you're not interested in learning new skills or seeing what other job opportunities are out there for you. And in that respect, you would be holding yourself back from finding the pinnacle of jobs. So something like that has come to an end or is on the precipice of coming to an end. And either way, the reading is saying, please don't allow that loss of what you've encountered or will be encountering to stop you from moving forward. Because what you have waiting for you as you're ascending this mountain is the Ten of Pentacles. And again, ascending a mountain isn't easy, but when you get to the top, it's damn well worth it. Tell me about the Seven of Swords here for Capricorn and all Capricorn placements. What do they need to know about the Seven of Swords? Definitely self-sabotaging yourself. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Seven of Swords being clarified. Ace of Pentacles. Didn't I say the Knight of Pentacles holds the Ace? That's what you're self-sabotaging, the new beginning. I'm not going to fall in love again. I'm not going to find another person. I'm not going to find another job, or I'm afraid to find another job. I don't think I'm good enough for another job, or no one will hire me. Whatever negative thoughts are. Remember, swords aren't just, in tarot, swords aren't just the words we communicate to others. It's also the words we communicate to ourselves, our thoughts. So it's this, I'm not good enough, or I'm not worth it, or I'm not over that loss yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. But you are ready. You are ready, and you deserve this, whatever this is. Further clarified by the Three of Cups, the happiness, the celebration, friends, family, being part of your community. The Lovers, for some of you, it's love. It could be a divine counterpart. You know, we have multiple soulmates in our lifetime. And just because one soulmate contract comes to an end, whether it's of our doing or divine doing or the other person's doing, it doesn't mean that you don't have other soul contracts out there waiting for you. If that's it, you're sabotaging yourself from having a relationship that can truly go the distance because you're not quite yet over it, this pain and heartache. And if this is job, I mean, this is the same thing. I mean, and you know, we can bring it down to, I don't know, maybe you volunteered for a community group and they closed up. Maybe the chapter of that group closed up, or they kind of fizzled out. But doesn't mean you can't join another community group or you can't volunteer elsewhere. And don't allow that tower moment that happened to you, or maybe because of something you did, I don't know, you know, it could be self-imposed tower, but don't allow that to ruin this, where there could be another community group or another way for you to volunteer and help others. Bottom of deck, the Magician. You have all the aces. You can manifest this like that. You can work towards co-creating this with the universe. The only thing getting in your way is you. Tell me about the World card. I want to know a little bit more about the World card here. I think some of you might be having a difficult time with whatever has come to an end. You might be plugging along and getting by, but emotionally, energetically, you're not over this yet. Like, look in the World card, he's sleeping. I say he because there's a man on the card, but I don't read gender. So I feel like a lot of you are still emotionally recovering from this, however long ago this happened. Bottom of the deck, Two of Wands, like still at the crossroads. I don't want to take the next step. But the divine is telling you, keep going forward, keep moving forward. Don't allow this ending to be the end of your life. That's not the last job you're going to have, or the last business you're going to open, or the last community group you're going to volunteer in, or the last lover you're going to have, or the last friend you're going to have. Tell me more about the World card. Maybe I can get an idea of why you're so hesitant to move forward from it. Like, are you afraid of love because that ended? Nothing else will work out for me, or that job ended, or that endeavor ended, so nothing else will work out. I don't think that's the perspective you're supposed to have on this. Tell me more about the World card here for Capricorn and all Capricorn placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. The World is clarified by the Emperor, the Six of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman. Ooh, it's been a hot minute for some of you. Maybe up to the last 6 years. Take it only if that resonates to you. But something that came to an end for you was pretty significant. Now, for some of you, it could be a divine counterpart, could be a pretty strong soulmate in the Emperor energy, whether it was masculine or feminine. For others of you, the Emperor could very well, in a career read, take on the energy, or I shouldn't say take on the energy, take on the representation of a business. So maybe you did have a business and a business failed, and now you're a little reluctant to start a new business, start a new endeavor. For others of you, the Emperor could be a father figure. You may have lost a very significant father figure, or someone that you heavily relied on for advice, and you might feel a little babe in the woods-ish, right? Starting over again. You might be afraid to start over without having that family member or that best friend or whatever in your corner. For others of you, this very well could be a significant job, and you could be afraid of learning something new. Whatever it is, you're really up in your head about it to this day. I think even if you're going with the paces and continuing with life, whatever came to an end here still emotionally and energetically and mentally plagues you. Even if you're the Emperor, stoic on the exterior and not showing anyone this, you could be shrugging things off. Like, yeah, the job ended. Yeah, that relationship ended. Yeah, I'll be all right. I'm fine. But energetically and emotionally, you're not. I'm speaking to someone who in their quiet time, this still bothers them. And so it's difficult for them to energetically move on. Even if they're doing it in the 3D, the energy is still being devoted to this Tower. Ten of Pentacles. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles here for Capricorn and all Capricorn placements. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Fool. It's literally your new beginning. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles. Some of you are just afraid to take the next step. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Ten of Pentacles, clarified by Knight of Wands, Temperance, and the Four of Swords. See, you're still healing. You're still healing from this, even in your new beginning. If you take inspired action and take a balanced approach, I actually think that this will aid you in your healing. I think not moving towards whatever this is actually affecting you more than you realize. Not only are you not achieving the desired outcome you want, you're not clearly healing from whatever this was. Achieving this, taking inspired action to balance your life out by going for this, really like passionately going for whatever this is, actually is healing for you. It will help you heal that. So I think some of you are on the mindset, I have to heal that first before I move on to the next thing. Moving on to the next thing actually is healing for you. King of Cups actually is healing for you emotionally. Let's get you 3 cards of advice and then we'll wrap up this reading for you. Yeah, keep moving forward, Capricorn. Don't allow that Tower moment to block you from that. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. Go from the Knight to the King. Take inspired action and chase your dream. Let's get 3 cards of advice here for Capricorn. 3 cards of advice here for Capricorn. One more shuffle. Thank you. What's your advice, my love? 8 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles. Move right through that heartache. Move right through that heartache. 8 of Wands. Almost like bulldoze your way through it. It's the only way for you to reclaim your autonomy from this experience, whatever this was. You're sitting too stuck and stagnant energetically in this, that it makes it even harder to achieve this, the Ten of Pentacles. This will flow to you a lot more, like a lot easier. If you can bulldoze through you're allowing this ending to really affect you. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles. Take small steps. And I feel like that's really the message here. I mean, I'm a Gemini. I would bulldoze right through this. I'm at a point in my life now where people fall out of my life or opportunities fall out of my life. And I'm like, okay, next, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next 10 of Pentacles. But I understand not everyone has that mindset. And for an earth sign, it's especially difficult to radically change your life or to move on. I get that. I'm an air sign. We move a little bit quicker. Not as responsible as a Capricorn. I can admit that. So I feel for those of you where you don't want to bulldoze through the pain, then at least work through it. But I do believe that you working towards your goal helps to heal you. 3 of Swords to the 4 of Swords. It's almost like you have to reclaim your energetic autonomy from that. Some of you are allowing that to hold you back. So even if you have to take small incremental steps here with the Page of Pentacles, do it. Because you will get to the 10 of Pentacles. You will ascend that mountain and victory will be yours. Whether it's opening up a new business, joining a new community group, finding a new lover, whatever that is for you, attaining financial independence or financial wealth, it's waiting for you. But you'll never make it if you don't take the first step. So your timeless message here is to take that step. Keep going forward and keep ascending the mountain, and don't allow any heartbreaks or emotional or financial setbacks that you have had in the past to ruin the opportunity you have to really attain it in the future, because you have some beautiful stuff waiting there for you. But some of you are kind of sabotaging yourselves from moving forward because you're too stuck on the past. So one step forward, one step at a time. Keep moving forward and ascend that mountain. That is your timeless message, Capricorn. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what your timeless message is. We have uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Oof, look at you. Tell me more about uncovering treasure here for Aquarius and Aquarius placements. And now if this message does not resonate, first of all, it's a timeless message. So whenever you find this message is when you're intended to view it. Secondly, if this message does not resonate with you at all, although I feel when you stumble on a timeless message, there's something in it for you. But if none of the messages here resonate, just check another placement, okay? Bottom of the deck, judgment. Yeah, make the judgment call. Check another placement. Tell me more about uncovering treasure here for Aquarius. Wow, King of Swords came flying out of the deck. And there you are. King of Swords is Aquarius energy. It's a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but realistically, it is Aquarius. So very powerful that that came flying out of the gate for your reading. Uncovering treasure. Seeing things clearly. Tell me more about this for Aquarius and the Aquarius placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. Uncovering treasure, further clarified by the world. Wow. The 6 of Cups and the Lover's card. Bottom of the deck. 8 of Wands, 5 of Wands. Don't fight it, baby. Wish fulfillment is here. Oh my God. And this brand new beginning. I love this for you. So, uncovering treasure. The World card in this respect to the King of Swords tells me that you have seen something very clearly. That either something in your life has ended or is on the verge of ending. But in the rubble of what has ended or what will be ending lies great bounty. It's almost like the tower had a fall. And now you're able to rebuild your life in a way where it's not only a whole new path for you, but it's a whole new path towards wish fulfillment. And for some of you, that may or may not include a divine counterpart. But I feel like the Lover's card here, and I'm going to begin to clarify. I just want to get these messages first. Page of Swords, these messages first that are coming in. Some of you, where the world has already ended, the tower moment has already happened, you're already on path, right, to the new beginning and your wish fulfillment. For others of you, I feel like I'm talking to 2 different groups of you, and I feel like the second group has to catch up to the first group, because the first group has already had this closed out, and they're already moving on. They're meeting new soulmate, soul bond connections. They're making the active choice for the new path. Others of you actually need to make the active choice to have this end. So it's leaving the job, finding another job to leave this job, leaving this connection, whether it's platonic or romantic, because it's no longer working. Maybe changing your living environment. I feel like the first group of Aquarians have already done that. It came out so strong. King of Swords to the world. Yep, I ended it. Yep, I'm ready to move on past it. Beneath the rubble, get it together, Jen. Beneath the rubble or ruffle lies great bounty. in the loss and in the sorrow, you found what truly matters, you. For others of you, you need to make the decision to do that so you can catch up to the first group. So two very distinct groups of Aquarians here. Tell me more about the World card. Tell me more about the World card. Now, obviously, whatever's ended or is about to end is different for all of you, but let me see if I can pinpoint it just a bit. Tell me more about the World card here. There's that cat toy going off again. I swear the spirits in my attic just love you guys to pieces. And it's squeaking now. Okay. Tell me more about, it's like, yes, we do. All right. Tell me more about the World card for Aquarius and Aquarius placements. What ended here or needs to end for Aquarius? One more shuffle. Thank you. World card, 10 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and Queen of Cups. Bottom of the deck, I have 6 of Pentacles. So for some of you, it was a long-term job. For others of you, it was a long-term commitment. Either with an individual that you had your resources entangled with or something that you were actively working on. Whatever it was for you that ended or is about to end, you did hold a lot of love for it at some point. Queen of Cups could represent the individual, but it could also represent your heart space for this person, place, or thing that ended in your life. I think you were actively working on it, and that's why it meant so much to you. But some of you realize that ending it was the best path forward for you. And in that respect, you're absolutely correct. I feel like you have been, if someone had to dig you out of this rubble, and I think for a lot of you, you have dug yourselves out of it, or like I said, group 2, you will be digging yourselves out of it. What you're going to realize is you're a diamond in the rough, but a diamond in the rough is a diamond nonetheless. And this is where you'll really be able to shine and sparkle in your life. But unfortunately, this had to come to an end. For others of you, if you're watching this and you're like, nope, nothing significant has ended, it's time for you to make the choice to end it, because this is actually holding you back from this. Tell me about the Lovers card here for Aquarius and Aquarius placements. Now, for some of you, like I said, this could have been a marriage you ended. 10 of Pentacles to the Lovers. For others of you, it could have just been a long-term committed relationship. Whether or not you had finances wrapped up with that person is a possibility. I read for many of you. Could have been a long-term job. Could have been schooling. You know, you might have been going to school for a long time to learn something new, putting in that 3 of Pentacles investment energy, and then just deciding, I don't want to grow up and be an attorney. I want to be a sous chef. You know, it's whatever it was. It was a departure from what you thought would be long-lasting. 10 of Pentacles. It either was this or you thought it would be this, and then at some point you had to close it out. And for others of you, like I said, you actively have to make the choice to do that now. Tell me more about the Lovers here for Aquarius. Tell me more about the Lovers here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Lovers is being clarified by the Empress, the Judgment card, and the 9 of Swords. 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Making the judgment call to rebirth your life, to move it in a new direction. It's been energetically, emotionally, and painfully challenging for you to do this. Now, if you've already done it, you've experienced all of this. The rebirth of your life since then has been difficult, or at the very least, emotionally challenging. Being at the fork of the road and having to decide to leave this behind, again, person, place, or thing, was very difficult for you. For others of you, you're going through the difficulty now, trying to make the judgment call on whether or not you want to leave that behind. Why did Aquarius have to leave that behind, or why will they have to leave it behind in the future? I forgot who else's reading I did, because this is now almost a 4-hour reading that I've been channeling. But someone else had the World to the Fool card like almost back to back. And I said, do you know how rare this is? This really is rare for it to come up in a reading in this order. Like this ends and here's the new beginning. But there was a reason why that had to end. Why did that have to end for Aquarius? Why did that have to end? Why did that have to end? Because you struggled with it. And you had a lot of love for it. So the industry, the job, again, the connection, platonic, romantic. Why did that have to end for Aquarius and all Aquarius placements? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, the Strength card, bottom of the deck, Three of Wands. You felt that the only way to nurture yourself, now clearly there's more lies beneath, right, beneath the surface here. Clearly you felt that the only way that you could nurture yourself and set out on this new journey of your life was to have the strength to leave it behind. So whatever this was, it was not nurturing you or inhibited your ability to nurture yourself. So again, I don't know what closed out for you or what's about to close out for you because it's different for all of you. I just know that in the past it either prevented, or for those of you where you got to close it out, it's preventing you now from taking care of yourselves, from doing what's in your own best interest, from nurturing yourselves. And it took you a lot because for whatever it was, you were in it for the long run. You were Three of Pentacles investing, hoping to get to the 10. Or if you had achieved the 10, you were Three of Pentacles investing to maintain the 10. So something catastrophic had to have happened for you to make the decision, the only way I can really nurture myself and take care of myself is to walk away from this. Three of Wands, to set out in a new direction. So you know how it resonates to you because it's different for all of you. But it clearly was depleting you of your energy and your self-worth. And that's what made you decide to move on from it. Tell me about the Star card here for Aquarius. Tell me about the Star card. It's almost like you realizing, like, uncovering the treasure meant uncovering the truth. That this was not your wish fulfillment, whatever person, place, or thing this was. And it may not have been terrible, but it was enough for you to realize that it wasn't this. And so your ultimate decision, as mentally or emotionally painful as it was for you to separate from it, you knew was the only way to put you on path to this. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords. Making that decision was a difficult one. Some of you could have felt, or maybe you'll be feeling in the future when you make this, that's very selfish of you to do this. But I don't believe it is. Sometimes we have to let the tower fall. And remember, anything built on a sturdy structure wouldn't fall in terms of a relationship. So perhaps you kept trying to build a 10 of Pentacles with whatever this was, but you were already trying to build on a faulty foundation. And after a while of trying to hold it up, you just decided, I'm going to let it fall. If it leaves my life, it leaves my life. And it looks for, I'm speaking to a group of you where it has left your life or it's about to. Seven of Cups. Tell me more about this Star, this wish fulfillment here for Aquarius. Tell me more about the Star. One more shuffle. Thank you. Clarified by the Five of Swords, the Two of Cups, and the Ace of Wands, Three of Cups. There's your celebration, a passionate new beginning. For some of you, it's wanting a passionate love connection. I'm going to be honest with you with the Lovers card. Some of you made or are making the choice to leave one lover for another. If anything, you've decided or you're about to decide that is not this. Your wish fulfillment, which is difficult for you because the Ace of Wands to the Two of Cups is a beautiful, new, passionate beginning in love with some type of soulmate, soul bond connection or contract, right? Whether it exists or not. But reaching the reaching the Star, this wish fulfillment means you have to contend with the Five of Swords. So I feel like the first group of you did it without thinking. So maybe the reason why I have two groups of you right now energetically in this read is because for one of you, you had no choice but to do this. Like the choice was taken from you. So the job effed you over, the friend effed you over, the family effed you over, the lover effed you over, and you're like, I have no choice. I was willing to work on it, Three of Pentacles to the 10, but after they did this, I realized this isn't really my wish fulfillment anymore, and I can't tolerate investing in this because I'm cheating myself, right? So I have to close the door on it. So for some of you, you didn't have the choice. You kind of were forced on the new path. I think the second group of you, the reason why you're lagging is because you haven't been forced. It's been blah and it's been meh, but it hasn't been that catastrophic. So although you know you need to close it, you're too worried, Five of Swords, what is everyone going to think about it? What are my neighbors and friends and family members going to think if I leave that job? Everybody wants to work at that company. You know what I mean? If I leave that marriage, if I leave that long-term commitment. So there's almost a battle here for group 2. You know what you want and you know it's not where you're at. Believing it means you may have to deal with conflict with other people. Again, friends, family members, maybe the existing lover, I don't know. Who's just, they won't be understanding why you're going in this new direction. You know why you need to go, because you know that whatever this is, isn't this. But some of you, group 2 is delaying doing this. I knew I had 2 groups from the start. And that group is, you're too much in your head, or like, well, what are the Joneses going to think? I have to tell you, people don't care. People have their own life issues to deal with. They have their own problems, their own responsibilities. Look at the news cycle we live in. Things move so quickly. And we're all back on our phones, you know, on Amazon and shopping and buying things. So regardless of the plagues we're seeing in the world and the wars and stuff, we're as terrible as we may feel about it, we're all still focused on our own lives. So for those of you where I've tapped into this second group, you're like, well, what are the people going to think? Not much and not for long. I can tell you that from personal experience. And if you're going to delay going after your wish fulfillment because what the neighbor next door is going to say, the neighbor next door doesn't give an F. They really don't. They got their own trials and tribulations and troubles to deal with. You might be gossip for a day or two. That's certainly not a reason to not chase whatever this is. This looks gorgeous. Please don't allow this to block it. 3 of Cups. Tell me more about the Fool card. This is your whole new beginning. Some of you are already on this path, and bravo to you. You dug yourself out from beneath the rubble of the tower, and you're discovering that you are the gem. You are the diamond. And you're well on your way to a new life. Bravo to you. Others of you, you're slowly getting there. Now, if you don't make the move, you'll end up like group 1 where you'll be forced. The counterpart, the job, the person, the place, the thing will push you to a point where you will have no choice but to leave it. Like the environment will become so constrictive that you'll have no choice. Right now, if you're in group 2, you still have a choice. If not, you'll be energetically squeezed out of it because you're kind of all supposed to be moving on to the same path. Remember, Pluto just entered your sign where it'll be for the next 20 years. So if you've been doing that for the last 19 and it hasn't been working and you think, well, I'm just going to skate by the next, 20 years, that's a big mistake. That's a big mistake with Pluto and Aquarius. So unfortunately, I feel like others of you ahead of Pluto moving into Aquarius or right around that time, you've already experienced this. Pushing you onto the new path. And for others of you, you think you have a little more time to figure it out. I wouldn't spend too much time trying to figure it out. Be lucky you have a choice. Group 1 didn't. Group 2 was forced. And are they all the more better for it? Yes, but man, they went through hell to get out of that. Tell me more about the Fool card here for Aquarius and Aquarius placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Fool card is being clarified by the King of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Magician. Manifesting the life you want. Having all the aces. I love this. Taking full control of your life and the direction you want to go in. Mastering yourself, mastering life to have this entire new cycle. Yep, and it all begins once you eclipse whatever that is out of your life. So uncovering treasure, looking beneath the rubble of what has collapsed in your life, for those of you where it's already happened, and realizing, oh, my life's not over. That came to an end. It was terrible the way it came to an end. I didn't really want it to end, but I kind of had no choice, right? I was forced. But what you're headed towards is so much better. So keep ascending the mountain, my friend. Don't give up in that respect. For others of you, you have the choice to go in this direction. You can either willingly make the choice and take the incremental steps, or I feel you will be squeezed out of it, kind of like Group 1 was. And I think Group 1 will tell you, if they were able to turn the clock back and have the choice to incrementally do it, instead of dealing with the shock and awe of what that was, that forced them out of it, they would have preferred to take the incremental steps. So maybe this is a little bit of a lesson for group 2 to, because you're going to end up in the same place as group 1, but you're lagging behind because for whatever reason, the divine is giving you the choice to make and you're not making it. So yeah, it's hard to trigger your own tower moment. I know, I've been there. But almost 5 years later, I can tell you it was absolutely worth it. It did take me 3 years, though, to make that choice. But if I didn't make it, a tower was going to fall eventually. Absolutely. Like, I could feel it coming. And I think some of you could feel it coming. And maybe that's why this reading is so important. So, yeah, I almost want to say take the, shift or be shifted. Take the leap before you're pushed, is the message for the Aquarius collective. Because where you're heading and where group 1 is heading is absolutely beautiful. So that's what I have for you. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Beneath the rubble of that tower of whatever had to collapse in your life or will be collapsing in your life, fret not. You really are on the precipice of a whole new beginning, one that truly is everything you've ever wanted. Uncovering treasure. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. Finding the gold underneath all the rubble and rising like a phoenix from the ashes. That is your timeless message. If you like that message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's see what your timeless message is. We have great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. All of your messages lately are like move forward. So if you're a Pisces or a Pisces placement, this doesn't resonate, just please check another placement. But this is clearly for those of you who are on the precipice of a new beginning, financially, professionally, personally, romantically. Take a risk and venture forward. I just saw the Ten of Swords. Oh my God. And the Fool card. I'm not lying. Two of Swords, Ten of Pentacles. Great adventure. Take a risk, my friends. What does Pisces or the Pisces placements, what do they need to know about great adventure and taking a risk, venturing forward? What do Pisces and Pisces placements need to know? Again with the Fool card. Tell me more about this for Pisces and all Pisces placements. Try to say Pisces placements 5 times in a row. It's not easy. One more shuffle. Thank you. What do you need to know? 8 of Wands. Knight of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. Moving on. I should have said that card reminded me of 6 of Swords. And the Lovers. Bottom of the deck. King of Wands. Page of Cups. King of Pentacles. Why this has continually come up in your reading? I don't know. I'm going to have to clarify. I feel some of you have a choice between lovers. Lovers, and I have 2 kings. Could be 2 queens. I don't read body parts. For others of you, making the choice to leave one person ushers in a more stable and solid partner for you. The Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles making slow incremental progress. The 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords, making the choice to move away from whoever this is what brings this person into your life. Now, if this isn't, you don't want to see this as a reading, a love reading, you can see it as a financial reading. Making the active choice to take small incremental steps to leave that job ushers in a job that's way more solid and stable and structured. Whatever that King of Wands is representing, person, place, or thing, is replaced by something even better. Hate to say that. Once you take the steps, the inspired action to venture forward. Tell me about the Lovers card here. Tell me about the Lovers card here. For some of you, small percentage, you already have 2 people. And you have to, well, you don't have to do anything. You have the divine gift of free will. But you need to venture off in one direction or another. Bottom of deck, the Fool. Oh my God, how many times is this card going to show up in this reading today? So whether this is a known entity or not, this does not enter your life or the ability to take this relationship to a higher level of commitment or job or whatever. It doesn't enter your life till you leave this one or until you decide to leave this one. Just tell me more about the Lovers card. So even let's say you have two lovers, right? For those of you where you have two lovers, you can't actively put 100% of yourself into this relationship because you're kind of split between the two. Even if it's 70-30, you know, or it's 50-50, or it's 20-80, right? I don't know how much time you're devoting to this other person, but this is a solid and true connection. What you have is not, again, only for those of you where you have two lovers, but so you can't give your all to this connection as much as you'd like to, as much as you would like to, because you're still dealing with this, right? And same thing if this is a job. You're still focusing your energy on this job. So how would this job offer from the King of Pentacles, how would they ever be able to make this job offer to you if you're not even looking for another job? So there's a need here. Whatever that King of Wands is representing to you, there's a need here for you to leave it behind. Now, person, place, thing could be a pattern, could be a mindset, could be a habit within you. But the solid, steady, stable does not come in or can't flourish, even if it currently exists, can't flourish until that's flushed out. Oh, that's terrible to say about a human being. Tell me more about the Lovers here for Pisces. That was a cough, not a laugh, cross watcher. Tell me more about the Lovers here for Pisces and Pisces placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. Pisces, your Lovers card is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Cups, and the Strength card. Damn, when I'm good, I'm good. You got to eclipse that to have a whole new cycle with this, whether that's a known entity or not. Having the strength to move forward and eclipse this Eight of Cups, because the Eight of Cups is the only card that shows an eclipse, and move towards what is in the sky here. I don't know if you could see it very well, but there's an Ace of Cups in the sky. It's outlined by stars. That's this person's dream. That's what they're walking towards. The Ace of Cups is what the Page of Cups, the messenger, is holding. The job offer, the love opportunity, the new friendship, the new community, whatever this is that you have to eclipse and walk away from. If you're strong enough to do it, and I love this because the King of Wands is toxic in your life, whatever that represents. And I say that because in this deck, what is she taming? The Lion. What does he sit in front of? The Lion. She's taming the beast. I say she because there's a woman on the card, but I could be talking to a man. This person is taming the beast that's been plaguing their life. Taming it by eclipsing it out of their life. Eight of Cupping it to have a whole new destined path towards whatever this is. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. Look, some of you, this person's a secret. Or the job's already, second job's already waiting for you. You just haven't told this job yet that you're out. For some of you, this energy is a secret. I'm just going to leave it at that. Tell me more about the King of Wands here. This is what you're needing to leave. That's the representation of what you need to leave. Could be a lover that's sexy, but maybe they're, you know, not very committed. King of Wands in the reverse could be abusive, could be verbally abusive, could be a narcissist, could be someone who can be very jealous. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Cups, could have options. Tell me more about the King of Wands. And if this is a boss, you know, King of Wands in reverse is a terrible boss. It's an irate boss. It's an angry boss. It's an inconsistent boss. It's a boss that pats you on the back on one day and you walk in the next day feeling great. And, you know, they're verbally trashing you in front of the rest of the employees. Tell me more about the King of Wands here. Page of Wands. Tell me more about this. One more shuffle. Thank you. For some of you, there's an age difference between you and this person. For others of you, whatever entity this is immature. Three of Swords. Breaks your heart and is inconsistent. Breaks your heart and is emotionally inconsistent. Ten of Swords. Repeatedly stabs you in the back. The boss, the friend, the family member, the lover. No matter how much love you give to it, no matter how much love, no matter how much of yourself you pour into it, it shows up immature, it shows up reckless, and it breaks your heart over and over and over again. Causes you sleepless nights. Some of you are getting a divorce from this person. Yep. The Queen of Cups leaving the King of Cups. Because it's a false King of Cups. It's really a King of Wands in the reverse. It's a tyrant. Some of you are actively in the process of getting a divorce from this person. Others of you, you're currently getting it or you're thinking of it. And for some of you, that Justice card here could just be the karmic contract has expired. Whether it's a friend, family member, job. The karmic contract here is expired. It's done. And you intuitively know this, High Priestess. You know this. So what are you moving towards? Whether this is a known entity or not. Tell me more about this. King of Pentacles could represent the job or the individual offering the new job, offering you a new place of residency, like where you can live. Could be a new lover, future lover. Maybe some of you found another person because that person was such a ugh. And you've decided, well, now I can move forward with this person. I'm not condoning cheating. I'm just saying it happens. It happened. I remember a cousin of mine finding the love of her life while she was in a very tumultuous marriage with a man that everyone in the family said she had to stay with because they liked him. He was a horrible husband. He was a great person. Horrible husband. Cheating on her, betraying her. And we didn't have, like, internet wasn't a big thing to have back then. And they finally, like, brought bought cable to her city. And so she was able to have it connected to her house. She fell in love with the internet, with the cable repairman, with the installer. And she knew within months of talking to him, all landline, no cell phone back then. She knew within I'm leaving because this is a non-committal person. He's abusive. He's verbally abusive. He treats me as an option. And I can't just stay with him because my family likes him because he knows how to fix a car or he takes the trash out. Like, that's not a reason for me to stay with someone. So she ended up leaving, continues to have a beautiful life. Oh, God, I'm 50 years old. I think she left him when I was 6. So 44 years. Imagine 44 years of misery had she stayed with him, you know. But do I condone cheating in that respect? No, but she wasn't actively looking to replace her husband. She wasn't. She innocently called to have cable installed and fell in love with the cable repairman, the cable installer. And like 2 or 3 months later, told her husband, I'm done. He was shocked. He thought she was going to put up with it forever because her mother and father loved him. And he was a great provider. But he was a terrible husband. He ended up being a great dad to the kids they had, you know. But he was a horrible husband and cheated on every wife he had after her. Like, shoot, she wasn't the last one. So he never changed. He didn't change for her. He didn't change for the next one or 2 others after that. I think by the time he passed away, which was a couple of years ago, he had 5 wives total. So that was just a chronic cheater. He was never going to change for anyone. But so I don't condone cheating, but I think for some of you, something similar like that has happened where someone new is entering your path or maybe has already entered it and you've been entertaining it because this has been so god-awful. Well, it's time for you to eclipse the god-awful and move towards this. So whether this is a known entity or not, tell me more about this King of Pentacles. I remember it's just an energy, not a body part. Tell me more about the King of Pentacles. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Pentacles, clarified by 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands, and the Moon. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords. Some of you don't see it coming, or if you already know this person, you have no idea how good it's going to be. You have no idea. The victory, the success, the achievement at this job or this environment or this connection, whether it's platonic or romantic, this person is independent, they're self-sufficient, they're emotionally balanced, maybe a little egoic, but they're very successful in their life. This is not a deadbeat, and they're not a that. They're not that. They're not 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords. All the crap in all of your readings that keeps showing up as whatever person, place, or thing that is. No offense, cross-watcher. That is not that. And I don't think I don't think you realize how good your life can be here. You don't see it yet. Tell me about this Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups. The offer, the message, the opportunity. Tell me about the Page of Cups. And even if you kind of are in the situation that she was in, where you've known this person for 2 or 3 months, she still never thought she'd have 44 plus, amazing years with this guy. Even though she knew he was better than that, she still never, again, under that moonlight. So even if this person is a known entity for you, I still don't think you know how good it can be. Tell me about the Page of Cups here for Pisces and Pisces placements. One more shuffle. Thank you. Page of Cups, clarified by the Devil, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. After you defeat this, it's amazing. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. That is your divine counterpart. Six of Cups. That's a whole brand new, beautiful soulmate, soul bond connection. If you know it, it grows after you depart from this, or you're completely cleaned out of it, like the divorce is over, or you've totally have moved on, or you have energetically unhooked, like you've healed from it. So if you don't know this is what's coming. Once you're done with this is beautiful. Look at all of these bright colors. That's all dark. That person is dark. This is all bright and beautiful for you. The minute you defeat that, that's beautiful. And even if you have this person in your life, you still have no idea how great it can be or how great it will be. No idea. Three of Pentacles. Working with someone in solidarity to build something new. Yeah, get out of your head. Turn that Eight of Swords into Eight of Pentacles and go for the Ace of Cups, for God's sakes. Start working on releasing that energetically, emotionally. If that's a job, the time that you're not investing there, make it your second job then to find another job, because that's the job of your dreams. That's a job that can go the distance. If you don't like where you're living, instead of being up in your head about hating where you're living, put your time and effort, Eight of Pentacles, into working to finding a solution out of it, because where you end up is beautiful. Person, place, or thing. Whatever's being replaced, it literally is night and day. Ace of Cups is beautiful. Hangman. I mean, Seven of Swords. Who the hell wants this when you can have that? Someone who's enlightened. Someone who sees things from your perspective. Even if it's a job. It's a way more solid and stable job. I love this for you. Let me get you 3 cards of advice, and then we'll wrap up your reading. What you've gone through or what you're going through is hell. No doubt. But it literally leads you on the adventure of a lifetime. 3 cards of advice here for Pisces and Pisces placements. 3 cards of advice. One more shuffle. Thank you. 3 cards of advice. The Star, the King of Swords, and Temperance. Bottom of the deck, 5 of Pentacles. Leave that. Kick that to the curb. I'm sorry. Follow your wish fulfillment. Heal yourself. Follow your wish fulfillment. See things very clearly. Cut out people, places, and things that no longer serve you. No cups here. So emotionally withdraw yourself from this. That might be the first step for you really exiting it. And Temperance. Be very balanced in this. There's no reason for you to leave whatever this is behind in an erratic way. Your advice is to leave it. 5 of Pentacles to the Tower. Make the judgment call. I mean, that's your advice. What you choose to do is up to you. But whatever that is, it'll never become this no matter how long you stay in it. Take a risk. What do you have to lose? You already know what you have. Why would you think you don't deserve better? You don't need a tarot card reader from New Jersey in the United States to tell you you deserve better. You know that already. So whatever it is, take the active steps to move away from it. Take a risk. Life is an adventure. Don't sit stuck and stagnant in 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, 3 of Swords. It's a hell of a lot of swords. Because the job sounds good to others, because the house looks nice, because the husband or wife looks nice. Yeah, other people can have this, because if they had to deal with what you've had to deal with, they wouldn't last a day. I don't care what it looks like on the outside. That is very ugly on the inside. I'm sorry you have had to deal with it, and I'm sorry some of you are still dealing with it. but you deserve so much better, and it's waiting for you. The choice, though, is yours. That's the divine gift of free will. But for those of you willing to take that step, there's a great adventure waiting. So take a risk and take that first leap. That's what I have for you, Pisces. That is your timeless message. If you like this reading and it resonates with you, or you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you good luck on your adventure, as well as light, love, and peace.